Do you want to be a part of the CoCo community? Sure, we all do. So join this free weekly live talk show to find out how easy it is to watch at home and learn about your color computer. At the CoCoNation, more than 9 million men and women have participated in the community without setting foot outside their homes. And now at home in your spare time, you can see what's happening, or even join the discussion. Choose from any one of these segments: panel intros, project updates, acquisitions, CoCo thoughts, featured interviews and events, the Game On Challenge, news, Ron's Garage, CoCo commercials, show coverage, panel goodbyes, or you can join one of our extra shows. You can choose from the Game On Challenge Live or CoCo Tech. Join the CoCoNation right now.
Click the link for the free information TJB Chris spoke about. Then decide if you want to watch the CoCoNation Live Show, the world's leading live weekly talk show featuring the Tandy Color computer, its siblings, cousins, and red-headed stepchildren. Visit thecoconation.com. There is no obligation, and no salesman will visit you. Visit thecoconation.com.
The CoCoNation show is an unscripted, live, and interactive broadcast. Anything can and will happen. The views and opinions expressed by members of the panel and the live audience are their own, and not necessarily those of the CoCoNation show, its sponsors, affiliates, or subsidiaries. Open minds are encouraged, and a sense of humor is recommended. Thank you for being a part of the CoCoNation.
Radio Shack? Okay.
What?
The 80s called.
Welcome to the CoCoNation, the world's first live and interactive talk show featuring the Tandy color computer and its hardware cousins.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the CoCoNation Show, episode 429. And like the intro says, unscripted. Yeah, we got no script today.
Do we ever?
We'll figure it out.
Content.
Let's see. On the panel today, did I even push the right buttons to start this thing? Yes, I did. Oh, how Sloopy got the first spot, I don't know. First up, Sloopy Malibu.
Oh,
He bribed somebody.
hi everyone. How are you doing?
We're
I've
doing
got my
fine.
beer ready to go.
Ooh, it's Sloopy.
Ain't W, huh?
Best beer there is.
How's that frosty mug taste?
Mm-hmm.
Beer from the roots.
Oh, that keeps reminding me of something that I keep forgetting to post on Discord, but okay, we'll do it here. I was in the grocery store and found this.
Bluebell ice cream.
Dr. Pepper
Dr.
flavored.
Pepper flavor.
And right underneath it was a Coke.
Be careful. This is going to attract a David Ladd.
Yeah.
Swooping in any minute.
Hey. Having a
next-
rat around is quite handy.
Oh, next over we got Rick Euland.
This is the best we got, folks. Get used to it. Settle back.
Let's see. Next over, lopping the heads off of a bucket full of fish, Wingnut.
Yep, and I'm doing a great job at it. We'll be frying by the news if there is any. Hello.
Glad
Well,
you're here
just-
today.
Just throw a couple on the grill for us. All right, next over, yours truly, the button pusher. Next row, we've got Special Agent Ron Deluxe.
Supporting the MC-10.
And next over, Henry Gernhardt.
Hey folks, welcome to the CoCoNation. My name's Henry, and in today's news in Massachusetts, I would like to have some of that cold air that Ken's got up in Canada.
It made it down here.
Right?
Let's see. AC hasn't turned on all day. Next over in mid-swig, we got MarkO.
Howdy there, and I'm drinking Ruby Red Squirt today with caffeine. Glad to be here.
And next up, we got Jeffrey Drywater.
Greetings.
Hey, next row, we got next up, we got Ken Waters.
And I'm drinking iced coffee. I mean, it was hot coffee when I poured it 2 minutes ago, but it's iced now. And I'm live from somewhere in the north of the Arctic Circle.
Or so it feels like.
It sounds like it's a good day for margaritas and other frozen drinks.
Why don't we-
Absolutely. They're never
don't
going to
we-
melt.
Why don't we see your breath?
I've actually got it up to like 5 or 6 degrees in here right now. So,
That's not
Is
bad.
He's at the Cocoa on all morning.
yep.
All right, next over, we got Kevin number 1.
Hello, everybody.
And next over, Bob Emery.
Howdy, folks. Welcome.
And last but not least, just in time to save the show, Brian Weasler.
Hello, everyone.
And take it away, Brian.
And then we also have Bob the Builder, so that's
All
good.
right, in the chat, we got Michael Zwiffle, Kevin Holloway, Brian Blake, Wayland, The Breaky, Wayne Campbell, Sloopy Malibu, Jim Rye, Ken Wilmot, MarkO, another Kevin Holloway. Let's see.
Going-
8 Bits in the Basement, Jim Rye, Tom Eric Gunderson, Brian Walsh, Brian Blake, and Michael Zwiffle. All right. First up today, project updates. Does anybody have any?
I installed a new hot end on my printer.
Hey, there we go.
I guess that overheat error was an actual error.
Ah.
Worthy of note.
So, Brian, you got anything to show us today? Please?
I do got one thing. Well, I had a couple of things though, but I really the one thing I wanted to show, I need Curtis to be here and he's not, so I'll just show the other thing.
Okay.
And if you can find anything else, we need content here. We're kind of lacking on news.
We're looking at a 30-minute show.
Yes,
Come on.
And a plan.
Okay. Let's see here.
You know what they say about sports broadcasters? You have to keep thinking of something to say, and or you have to keep speaking until you can think of something to say.
Until the action happens.
Right.
Okay. You ready, Mark? With me?
Yep.
Okay.
Need a
My
picture
poor
though.
cat's misty. I've been gone a whole week.
Oh, you can't highlight your there.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
there we
sorry.
go.
Sorry. Didn't know
Now I can highlight you.
I didn't know the subtle nuances there of Zoom and whatnot there. So anyway, this is kind of an interesting I've had for a long time. I don't have a lot of information on it other than with it was the eBay posting. And let me get that open here real quick.
Yeah, I'm sure one of us could figure out what it is.
Well, no, I know exactly what it is. It's just I can't find any more information on it because I don't know if it was a homebrew project or not. So let me go ahead and switch the camera here. Here we go. Boom.
Yeah, that looks a little homebrew, all right.
Yeah.
What
So
is it, a cart reader for the 2600?
That's
yes,
what
it
it looks
is.
like.
Yep.
Wow.
Is that Sloopy chiming up?
Yeah.
Yep. I think I mentioned this once a couple years ago. On a side Discord chat one time, and I think Sloopy, you were actually on, and I think maybe you had heard about this project or something, maybe at one time or something.
Not me.
No, not you. Okay. Anyway,
First time
so yeah, what this is there was a guy that, well, he listed it on eBay, and the guy that I bought this collection from happened to have it, but that's what it's listed at is the and he listed it as a portable Atari 2600 VCS cartridge ROM reader for the CoCo 2. And in the paragraphs, this guy talks about the fact that he had this thing somehow set up with a 2600, and he said he could even he would take it with him to maybe the equivalent of a thrift store, and he would literally ram a cartridge into this thing. So this thing here is it's a cartridge for the 2600. I haven't found any software yet. There is this chip here, but I think this is just an interface type chip. But from what I'm able to read here is you could put your 2600 ROM cartridge into this. This is a floppy disk interface. You can see the ribbon cable here, and it goes down in between the slots down into here. I haven't taken this thing apart because I'm afraid, because with all this, the fact that it's built on a breadboard, I'm afraid for these things to come out or anything like that. So anyway, I'm assuming that there must be some software that was written or he wrote it. You could put a ROM cartridge in here and somehow this would read it using the disk interface, and you could download the ROM from a 2600 into the CoCo's ROM. Now, what you could do with it from there, I'm not sure.
So this may be a dual. This may be a dual purpose thing where you could both use the disk interface to write the ROM out and use its ROM socket to read the Atari.
Yeah, here's
a little bit of clever programming.
Let's see
here.
here.
A 2600 emulator that runs on the CoCo?
Not likely.
Is this focusing at all? You can see here he has this little test program. He goes, what's he listed as? A simple test prompt to check the cable. So you can see here where he's doing like a poke and stuff like that. I'm not sure what it's doing. Yeah. So yeah, I really haven't done a whole lot with it because he said if the CoCo stops after printing the word test on the screen only once the hardware handshaking or the ground wire is not working properly. It can be bypassed by connecting the lower right pin of the CoCo serial port to the upper left pin of the joystick port. Instead, he actually included some documentation in the eBay listing that this person printed out. And he talks about, like, if you FYI, it's a Mac only project for now. Now this is the part that's kind of weird. I don't understand it, because he talks about a Mac, but this is clearly a CoCo cartridge, right? Here's a list of cartridge jumps that I need, and he lists all these games that he needs. But this is a listing on eBay from May 5th of 1996. So this is obviously almost more than almost 30 years ago. But he does list a website which I tried going to, no longer exists. So it's kind of a rogue entity, though. I just thought
it have a disk controller in it.
I mean, when I haven't opened it up at all, but when I look at it through the side right here,
there's a card there, huh?
Yeah, there's a card. Yeah, there's a card in there.
What's the output connector look like? Is it
no
standard floppy
modification?
connector? Yeah,
looks like a floppy. Yeah,
but this ribbon cable goes inside the cartridge.
Right.
Probably
there's
goes
a
into
slot.
the ROM socket.
I'm going to guess you can change from the disk ROM to the Atari ROM while keeping the drive controller plugged in, so you can write the stuff back out.
Yeah, because as I
read the
peer in
ROM
here
on the CoCo and shove it out the disk drive, and then
that would make a heck of a lot of sense, because
because
the floppy drive doesn't tie Q to cart, so it wouldn't try to execute the code there. You could just dump it.
Does it look like that ribbon cable goes to the ROM socket? You should be able to see it from the end there, yeah.
In the right spot for it.
Theoretically, you could write a little machine language routine that would you would plug the 2600 cart in and your floppy disk system. You boot up the floppy disk system, and then you push the button, or you run the program, and it flips out the disk ROMs, grabs the 2600 ROM, writes it from memory, and then flips it back.
Well, you know what, guys? Let's just go ahead and do something here. I'm gonna take a bet that maybe he didn't put the screw back in, and because he has these wing nuts here, kind of.
Oh, you can kind of not take it apart and take it apart. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Take a good picture.
There we go. Blow it up on stage. What the heck?
Okay, let me do what Mark said first. Let me take a good couple pictures here.
Or a video all the way around.
Where everything is now. Exactly.
And the colors. It's not going to be perfect. There's too many.
Let's do this live, right?
Because I imagine that ribbon cable is going to pop right out of that socket, right out of the plug.
Well, no, if you're lucky and you leave it turned over, you can take the bottom off and kind of.
Yeah. Don't forget you got the video of the show too.
It looks like a IEC socket, so you might be able to just unplug the ribbon cable before you pop the piggyback off. My poor cat really missed me.
Okay, guys, I got some pictures. Let's do this game here, huh?
Dissect them.
Or what happens if you plug it into a CoCo right now?
Yeah.
Nothing. I have done that.
Okay.
I have done that.
Well, if there's no ROM.
Take one from the other side.
Steal it.
Yeah, I would suggest taking a picture from the other side.
The other side?
No.
Nothing on the bottom yet.
The other side.
You see where your right hand is?
I was spinning it around like this, taking pictures. Is that
yeah,
what?
Take a good picture from where from the side of the PCB where the Atari cartridge is not. Take a good close picture there, because the other side to your
a little north of the ribbon cable.
Yeah, like over where the ribbon cable is. Yeah. You see how you're pointing at it with your finger?
Yeah.
Good picture in that direction. Yeah. Because I always find that in areas like that, I need a better picture, and I never took one. And
right.
and you wish you would have. Okay.
Yeah.
Experience.
Well, you guys are looking for more content. Here we go. We're going to do content. We're going to do live content. All right, on the fly.
Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment.
Yep.
Well, without having the software, this might just be one of those things where it'll never.
What it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to reverse engineer the circuit to figure out. Like I said, there was probably a little machine language code that got loaded. It ran. It flipped out the ROMs for the drive because it mapped the Atari ROMs into the spot. Then grabbed the memory location.
I'm going to guess the the Mac project was turning the raw bytes off of the Atari ROM into actual code that you could play with, and wouldn't that be the fun part to have?
Yeah, there was probably an emulator for the 2600 on the Mac, and that's why it got sent over to the Mac.
Okay.
Maybe you should be asking Wingnut.
The CoCo was just a convenient way to hardware
Read it.
access stuff.
Yeah,
It was
right,
on the
right,
same
through
level
disk
as the Atari, so there wasn't a lot of, oh, this is the 3.3 volt. Now we need it. You know.
Also,
Because I don't. There really wasn't a lot of porting of Atari 2600 games over to the CoCo, really, was there? I mean, it totally.
No, it wouldn't.
No,
Yeah.
it was just
Because of the way-
a
the way
good piece of hardware.
Yeah.
Because of the way the 2600 works, very little would be usable beyond the graphics, which are so simple they'd be easier just to recreate.
Okay.
Right. That whole chasing the scan line thing is.
So I just arrived. What am I looking at right now?
You're
That's what you have to figure out.
You're looking at
Brian got it.
Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
It appears to be a way to read an Atari 2600 ROM into a CoCo and write it back out the
Really?
disk controller to a
But
floppy disk.
it's not even the same CPU.
I think
No,
Wingnut.
it's just
Bytes are
getting the
bytes.
ROM off and putting it
Ah.
in an exportable format so it can go
Okay.
someplace else.
Ron,
it says-
Wingnut's here.
Because of the serial comment 9600, probably they might have had a serial program running on the Mac that linked to this, and so they could. This might have just used the CoCo.
Oh, to
as
just
a-
dump it right on over.
Yeah, dump right on over. Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost
Basically
there,
using
guys.
The CoCo as a data collector.
We'll probably go into all this work. We're going to open it up and be like, oh, that's it.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
probably
just
just plugs into the ROM socket, and that's about it.
in the most straightforward way possible. Yeah.
Well, we've got an hour into the show now.
Thank you, Brian, for helping us kill time.
All right.
You should use a Dremel to cut all that away.
Let's see here.
You know, I don't think he took the.
So will the cartridge come apart in two halves without taking the hat
Yeah,
off? So to
Yeah, that's
speak?
what I'm wondering there. Let's see here. Where's
Yeah.
my
Well,
where's
the
my
screw should go under the catalog number.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's right there. I don't know if you put it back in or not. So just a second. I
I
need to get-
should be able to feel for it.
Is that ribbon cable on like an IEC connector? Can you just unhook it from the?
It looks that way.
It does. You can make it easier to just unhook the ribbon cable.
Be
Oop, there it
careful,
goes.
you'll
There we go.
void the warranty. That's
Yeah,
it. Point
warranty
is
voided.
void. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
no
let's see
screw.
here.
What's he gonna do now?
Yep, that's
Sure enough.
exactly what they
Yep.
did.
Yeah. Yeah. So the CoCo and the 3029 were just easy conveyance of getting a.
So is that straddling the original ROM, or is it replacing it?
Looks like a
Replacing it.
dual-
Replace. Yeah, replace it. It
Yeah.
went straight. Yep. There's no. It's not a piggyback. Ron.
Okay.
That's it.
What he
Yep.
probably did was made a 2600 cartridge with the
Oh, to put the CoCo.
ROM in it, so that he could boot it up. Then he'd swap the ROM,
Swap the ROM for another one
do the
And you
read,
got what you want. Yeah.
and dump it out the serial
and
port
then put
to
the
the Mac.
RS-DOS ROM back in, and then
Huh.
That makes sense. Yeah. Get
Unless-
it booted, put
but
in the
didn't I-
Atari crap, do what you want.
Didn't I see the ROM in the didn't I see the ROM on the breadboard though?
Well, let's see here.
What's the number that's on that chip?
Let me look here. Let me get my camera here. I'm
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
true,
hesitant
the
to want
dip
to. I'm
switches.
hesitant to move any
Wires.
Yeah, you kind of have to
Unplugging.
kind of.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. You're right.
Got those 4 dip switches, so it's very possible. Yeah, he has the.
Yeah, that's
CoCo
what
ROM
I'm
on
thinking. Is
board.
that's what I'm thinking is that he switched the signals over.
Yep.
That is a. Yeah. Yep. It's a 1982 Tandy, Singapore, TMS 46 or 4764-30 NL.
yeah, it's probably the RS-DOS ROM.
Yep, that's going to be the RSS ROM. So
Yeah.
that's what he's doing. He's that's what those dip switches do then.
Turn on and off the ROM, whether it's the disk-based ROM or the Atari
Or
cartridge.
the Atari. Yeah. Nice.
The thing is,
So
I
just
don't see it. there's just not a lot of it's hard to see here, but there's just not a lot of pins going into this ROM chip though. I mean,
Yeah, it does look a little thin.
I mean, there's a few little power here, but there's this black wire here, but on this side here, there's nothing. I wonder if maybe he just didn't put it in here just to store it. You know
Who
what I mean?
knows?
Just as a safe place, because where this is at, this whole bundle of wires here come over to where the ribbon cable's at.
Right.
So whatever was in the ROM here, and you can see these on this side here also come over, and these go underneath, and these go underneath here. Go ahead.
It looked like this breadboard is like a double. So
It
the
is.
ROM chip is straddling a split.
Yeah, this is
So
a real thin.
all of the orange wires come into play against the ROM chip, because everything between where your finger is now and the black block thing, this is a little weird breadboard. There's 5 pins that are connected together, a gap, 5 pins that are connected together, a gap, 5 pins that are, so you're catching all of the orange wires into your ROM, although it doesn't look like it at first.
No,
because the breadboard does that.
No, actually, these are two separate breadboards. These are two physically separate. This blue right here is a twisty tie.
Let's hold them together.
So this is a real. This is like a 1-inch breadboard, and here's another one.
So it's a really weird. Okay, but it is 4 strips that connect.
Yep.
Interconnect.
So this is one breadboard, and this is another breadboard physically. This is straddling the two separate breadboards, but this is just straddling right here, and these orange wires here there's no way for them to get from here to here, because
yes, there is, but that's what the breadboard does. The ROM chip splits that gap on the bottom.
Yeah, the orange wires are jumping across the 2 breadboards.
Right, which is the top half of the ROM chip jumping across to the ribbon cable.
Not this ROM chip though.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, but what's bringing
the pins of that ROM chip are across that gap, right? That ROM chip bridges that gap.
Nope.
Yes, it does.
No. It bridges.
No, what he's saying is it's not connecting the RS-DOS ROM.
Oh,
it's only connecting the 2600 ROM.
Well, no, there's the hidden connection of the breadboard itself. So the orange wires connect into the. See what I'm saying?
They're not bridging the 2. It's the red wires that are going across.
Okay, so
no, I'm saying the ROM chip itself.
Okay, let me give a better explanation here, guys, because the camera's not revealing.
I'm confused.
Right, where my screwdriver's pointing, that's the physical gap. This breadboard, this is one breadboard, and this is another breadboard. There is nothing connecting these 2 halves together. Nothing.
Oh, the orange wires are under the blue wires, and I can't see them.
Right.
Yeah,
and
these orange wires and these blue wires. Yep, these orange wires and blue wires are coming. Whoops.
Yeah, they're going.
They're coming from this side. They're coming from this side over here, over to this half of the ribbon cable. These wires here are coming over, and you can't see them. They go underneath the ribbon cable here, but they're going over here, so that way they can get. So these wires and these wires go to this ribbon cable, which goes inside the cartridge, as we saw. This guy here, there's nothing. These red wires go to this little TTL circuit, which is probably doing some sort of addressing, I'm assuming, based on because these switches, they do go to these red wires right here, which come to this TTL circuit here. So depending on where you put these, sets this TTL circuit, which probably sets some sort of addressing. This is a little resistor bank right here. Because this is
a 138.
This is a 74 LS04. So it's just it's probably just doing this is just doing some addressing is all this is probably doing, and this is probably just either some pull up or pull down resistors, depending. I don't know where the ground is going.
Okay, so the ROM is just stuck in the board for storage.
Yeah, that's
the ROM
what it looks like.
Yep, the ROM is just in there for storage. Yep.
Is the Deck B ROM 2K or 4K?
This guy here?
Yeah.
How do I tell that?
He said it was a 64, so it was an 8.
Okay, 8K.
Yeah, it's an 8K.
Yeah, then probably what it is that they put it into a one of the cartridges for the 2600 to put it into the thing. They probably have a cartridge that has a socket on it so that they can put deck B into the machine so that they can use the disk drive, and they just set it there just to be handy. And then the cartridge with the socket, they put whatever game in that they burn to EEPROM to be able to use.
Yep. And so this guy is just here just for storage, just so they didn't lose it. So they could always just take this back out and put it into here, and this is back to a floppy disk controller.
Yeah, but
or did the software just read out the cartridge and spit it out the serial port to the Mac?
Yep.
Yeah, but 96, I mean, 2600 cartridges were so dirt cheap, he should have been able to just have a whole specific cartridge for RS-DOS and just labeled it as such just for fun.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, this is a yeah.
weren't the 2600 carts limited to 4K?
Directly, yes.
So that would have been problematic. He wouldn't have been able to do an 8K ROM in a
that's probably what
port.
That's probably what the support circuitry is for, so you could do 8K, because there were 8K with single page paging.
One page flip. Yeah. Remember the Atari 2600s only used the 6507, which was a 12K limit, I believe, total.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
But the 2600, they had page flipping cartridges up to, I think, 64K.
Just bank switch it in 4K at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Wilmot wants to know, was this hacked off of an Atari 2600? What does it look like, the socket?
Probably.
Think somebody bought it, or were those custom?
Well, I mean, that would have been built again in the time when 2600s could be like picked up off the side of the road and in mass quantities.
Yeah, exactly.
You could
who knows, it might have been dead, so it gave organs to let something else live.
Yeah, you can go to a flea market and buy one with 100 cartridges for like $50 to $75.
But yeah, I did go ahead and plug it in. I was kind of hoping maybe this red LED would come on indicating something, but it doesn't. But I mean, as long as it's been setting, who knows, the contacts in here, or the being a breadboard, they could be a little crusty.
And just dunk it in some deoxic.
Right. Now, of course, this wouldn't be difficult to probably re-breadboard if a person wanted to, I suppose. So
first, you want to document, get the schematic from it.
Yeah.
Where they go.
So, that might be a future project though. But no, I've been wanting to share it, and I just thought maybe bring it on here and let you guys take a gander at it. There, kind of a odd project there. So, but again, without having any software, I mean, it's hard to say what this thing would have done, or how it would have been, how it would have worked. So, I mean, you could re-breadboard it though, but
what I think is interesting is that the white wires, those are Cat5 wires
with the colors.
Oh yeah, this guy just used network cabling is what he used. Yeah, this wasn't exactly.
Most likely, Brian, it just maps the Atari ROM into wherever the space a disk ROM would normally be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be the simplest thing. It's merely an interface. It's a fixture to connect the Atari cartridge to your CoCo.
So he probably would have. So he would have done some sort of command to read the cartridge into ROM at a specific address, and then dumped it from there, like you guys said, from the serial to a Mac or whatever. And but again, he would just dump it from using probably just a simple basic program. He would dump it and read that address, or say dump it from this address and then pipe it out the serial port, and then the Mac would be sitting there waiting for it then.
Yep, you could load a basic program for cassette. It would just read the memory location and pump it out the serial port. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It alerts that's a cartridge dumper. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Which brings up the interesting question: did they use the disk controller just because he needed a way to plug a ROM into his CoCo that was better than a game?
Probably.
He didn't build his own interface board.
the whole thing is the whole disk controller thing is just a red herring. It was just a way to get a ROM
Sounds
plugged.
overcomplicated for nothing.
They could have done the same thing with a cartridge.
Yeah.
Well, but they don't have all the lines, and if you don't want to bodge things in.
Well, and in this
Right?
case, also he's relying upon the circuitry to put the ROM in the right spot, because all the circuitry on the disk interface maps it into the correct spot.
Yeah, into disk basic, not where a game would be.
Well,
and it's all done.
Here it talks about, it says cart reader, and it talks about what's on there. You know, he's listing some of the components here and everything. 4-pin DIN plug for CoCo serial port. Now that's not on here, so I don't know.
Nope.
You know what
But
that
that's
was
for. It's a cable for the CoCo to go to the Mac.
Exactly. Yeah, and he
Oh,
says
yeah.
an 8-pin mini DIN, for Mac serial port. And then the last item it lists is CoCo disk controller cartridge or other cart with ROM socket.
Fair enough.
So,
So that's it.
it's it's not being used at all for its original purpose. It's literally there to just dump the ROM.
Yep.
It'd be a convenient mounting frame.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, as
And that's
convenient
all.
as that gets when you're dealing with like pieces
Yeah,
of metal
and
and wing nuts.
And then when you're done, you just put the disk ROM back in, and it's returned to its original use.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, by 96, he probably has another full disk pack.
Well, I'm just saying he's being efficient here. When you take away the bodged on thing, you can put the ROM back in, and you've done no harm. You know?
Yeah, he didn't do any major modification or any permanent modifications.
And you
There's
won't
a-
lose the ROM because it's right there with it. You didn't
Oh,
stick it in a box
Right, and he's using the ventilation hole in the cartridge for run the ribbon cable through.
run
Yeah.
through. So yeah, very
So
clean.
here's a sentence here or a comment. It says, if you use a CoCo disk controller cartridge, the ROM will be accessed at address CXXX. Note that going to basic ready mode will trip the bank select in Activision AZ carts by accessing location $X1FE. I'm reading on here. Normal
Sweet.
programs written in BASIC should not trip it unless you press the break key or do a peek of a $C1FE like address such as $D1FE. TRS-80 color computer. Oh, that talks about the cable. So now here he's saying Activision cartridges versus
Well, yeah,
Atari.
because
Those were the banked ones.
The bank
Oh.
cartridge is now sitting in disk basics interrupt space.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You get a little vector conflicts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, it's interesting. I've held on to it. I've thought about seeing if, and I might still do that. Right now I'm going to hold on to it for a while though, but it might be something I might offer up to somebody to see if they can make it work, or if they want to, tinker around with it. But for right now, I'm just going to hold on to it though. But
Nice.
do not connect the wires between the CoCo joystick port and your Macintosh. Well, okay, that seems kind of obvious.
You will smoke something.
Here's what I thought was kind of interesting. I've built a fully portable cart reader using a TRS-80 CoCo, no TV set required, a disk controller cartridge for its ROM socket, and a Mac PowerBook. If it auto detects most bank select methods except for Tiger Vision, which requires writing a non-cartridge address space. Greg Woodcock has successfully made one from my instructions, which will stick in my FTP directory ASAP. The URL should be, well, and like I said, the URL doesn't work, but it sounds like so he said like portable. So I don't know. I mean, what's here?
Because the CoCo doesn't. I guess he's saying the CoCo doesn't need to do anything that you have to think about. You don't need video. He's got his Mac Pro portable to do all the thinking.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, I thought I'd bring it on the show and share. If anything, it's a good talking. It's a good talking point here. So
custom hardware is always cool.
One of them, remembered LapLink, where you would type, cons to cons or whatever, and LapLink would load itself on the PC blind. You know, I wonder if he's doing that to a CoCo somehow.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I got something else I want to share though, but I kind of wanted Curtis to be here because I think he might be able to add to the conversation, or at least he'll find it very interesting. So I'll wait until next week for that one. So I'll leave you guys in suspense. So that's all I got, gentlemen,
Cool.
for today.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That was a good 25 minutes.
Okay. So in the chat, Tom Eric Gunderson is suggesting maybe look up the old website on the Wayback Machine.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that occurred to
Yep.
me too, but I didn't say it.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Thank you. Yep, I will. I'll try that. Yeah, it's possible. Maybe it might be there, and he might have some information, or he may have. If he did have a little simple basic program that he wrote or something, it might even be out there. Maybe.
Okay.
So, Brian, this originally came from an eBay auction in 1995 or 96?
96, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so somebody sold it 30 years ago.
Yep.
29 years ago.
I mean,
Amazing.
eBay existed back then?
Yes.
Yes.
I know eBay existed in 99 because I know October 99 is when I got my first eBay, my eBay account, and my first PayPal account.
Yeah, I know eBay existed in 97 because that's when I got my account, my original account.
And here's the thing: the
massive regrets started to happen around across the world.
Right.
It looks like you're on the wrong mic there, Frederick.
here's the thing, though. The person that won the auction, they paid a whopping 99 cents for it. for this item. But they paid $35 shipping though.
I don't think they lost money. The seller.
No.
Does it sound better now? I just
Yes.
had
Yes.
my
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, a little better.
The boom mic was up.
And the sound canceling works.
Well, yeah. Shitty headphones, but they work pretty good for office use. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't look like your living room.
No, it's not a background either because I can touch it.
Did you get kicked out of your house already?
Unfortunately, yeah, it happens. You know, I had to
Wayne
work in
Campbell
today.
says eBay started September 3rd, 1995.
You don't piss off short women, Frederick.
No, it's a bad idea.
Ask how I know.
But yeah, I'll try the Wayback Machine. If I can find more information out, I'll share it, or I'll post something somewhere either on Discord or Facebook or something. So.
Okay. Any other project updates?
Fortunately, no.
Nope. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take our first commercial break, and then we'll
Come up with
turn
something.
Ken loose.
I can't put a shirt
Oh,
on the
yeah.
outside.
Ken, what's going on with all that dress up you're doing and the camera near the bed? Are you doing an OF?
No, I'm trying to stay warm. This is the only
Warm?
room I have that has insulation.
It's still summer.
It's 1 degree
No.
here.
What?
He needs to go outside and gather up some more squirrels.
No, winter is coming to Canada.
Actually, it's actually almost up to 3 degrees now. It was 1 degree this morning. So.
Wow.
Heat
waves. Plenty.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me start the commercial then.
Hello, everyone. It's your good buddy, your good pal, Amigo Aaron, joined by that dastardly The Brent from ARG Presents.
You're watching CoCoNation.
I feel like that should have been longer.
The CoCoNation show would like to thank the following patrons: AC's 8-Bit Zone, Alex Gare, Alan Huffman, Barry Tompkinson, Boysen Tech, Brendan Donnie, Brian Walsh, Brian Weasler, Ciaran Anscomb, Coconut Bob, Daddy Burrito, David Ladd, Derek Smithson, Diego BF109, Don Barber, Eric Canales, Frederick Segard, Glenn Hewlett, Graham Wabke, Grant Leedy, Henry Gernhardt, Henry Strickland, Jason Warrens, Jeffrey Drywater, Jim Mullis, Justin Larson, Ken Reichard,
Kevin Holloway, Michael Hill, Patrick Euland, Paul Fiscarelli, Paul Shoemaker, R. Allen Murphy, Richard Harding, Rob Inman, Rocky Hill, Steve Bateson, Terry Trapp, TJB Chris, Tom C., Tom Gunderson, Tom S., William Athing. Thank you so much, patrons. If you would like to support the CoCoNation show, sign up at patreon.thecoconation.com.
Hey everyone, I'm TJB Chris, and I'm watching the CoCoNation live show, and so are you. And probably shouldn't be pointing that thing at you. Enjoy!
Welcome to everybody's favorite segment, Who's New to Discord?
Local H says, name Scott. The CoCo, specifically, the CoCo 2 with the full travel keyboard, was my first computer, and I've had an off-and-on love for the machine. I recently decided to get into reverse engineering CoCo stuff, and my first project is to attempt to slowly disassemble Donkey King. In terms of general programming, I've done a lot of work in the Guitar Hero scene, being the lead dev for Guitar Hero 2 Deluxe. The preceding bios were edited for time. Thanks to Boysentech, Frederick Micro Hobbyist Sigard, Glenside Computer Club, Paul Fiscarelli, Paul Shoemaker, Tandy Color Computer 3, Wingnut 2626, and the CoCoNation patrons for boosting the server. Please consider joining Discord and visiting the welcome section to read these bios in full and see what the community has to offer. Just go to discord.thecoconation.com.
See you on Discord.
Welcome everybody to the CoCoNation Game On Challenge of the Week results video. This week we played Time Patrol. We had a total of 13 players. We had Brian Weisler with 4825, L. Curtis Boyle 11625, Doug V4850 11850, Jim Rye 12750, Coconut Bob 13950, Retro Rick, 14,950. Henry III, 15,275. Ed Rhodes, 17,400. Mike Zweifel, 19,375. Shenley, 19,925. Canadian Retro Things, 27,175. Tasman, 34,200. And this week's number one score belongs to Dr. Ted with 52,375. Thanks everybody that played, and we will see you again next week.
And the CoCoNation salutes Dr. Ted.
Salute.
Sadly, my score should have been about 9,800, and I think you guys talked about this last week, not to jump right in here, but is there a quirk with that thing where it doesn't always put your score to the high score?
Yes.
Okay. Because I had that quirk. Because I had a 9,800 score, and the 4,700 was the only one that I could get. that was good. So,
well,
but
you know, even for the CoCo, math is hard. So,
right, right.
Putting numbers in the right order. Come on.
Right.
That's not what a computer's for.
Yeah. It's an analog device, right?
No, that is one of the interesting quirks about this game is that the high score table would screw up the scores. It would just put them randomly, that not in order on some of them. So I did manage to find one review. There's a second review I was looking for, but yeah, Game On Challenge came up too early in the show today, so it's all Curtis's fault for not being here with the news. So this is from it's what?
Saying it's in the appropriate spot from the end.
So this is from Rainbow, February 1984. Basically, the reviewer here says that the graphics and sound of the game are well done, smoothly animated for good play value. The sound effects used are not spectacular, but the gun sounds in particular are quite effective. And most of the review is just talking about how you play the game and all that kind of stuff. So, in summary, feels a well done game with good graphics and worth the time it takes to load the tape. Which, yeah, obviously the version most of us were playing was just put on a disc. Or, well, actually, though it does say that the disc was available back then. So, I guess they cheaped out and didn't send the reviewer an actual disc copy. They only sent him a tape copy.
Wow. And so the article next to it, is that next week's game?
The Adventure Starter Pack. Ooh, that would have been a good idea, but no.
See, there's always little clues we can use to get next week's game.
Well, last week you could have just watched the Game on Challenge Live and seen what Coconut Bob was playing, but I did not take it from Coconut Bob's games this week. I didn't want him to start thinking, he was important or anything. So, yeah, the tips and tricks. Sorry?
I'm an influencer.
You are.
But you're not a real one until you get money for it.
How do you know I didn't pay him money to play a certain game last week?
Oh, it's a teaser.
There you go.
They go deep with this one.
So, tips and tricks for this game are obviously use the auto fire, because you got to spray a lot of bullets on the bad guys to hit them, because their hitboxes are small, which is a bit of a switch from a lot of games that we've played, where the hitbox usually seems to extend about 50% past the character. But I had something else I was going to say, but I completely forgot what it was. I hate getting old.
Did it have to do with that go in one direction type of hint that we saw?
Oh, yeah. Tasman actually had a much higher score. He had a score of like 255,000, but he didn't want to count it because he figured out a quirk of the game is there's a certain direction you can go where nobody will hit you, and you can just keep firing and killing them indefinitely. Oh, and that's the other thing. If you don't want to do it that way, generally just stay on the first couple of screens and farm points, because you don't leave until you kill the big bad guy at the end. So if you don't shoot him, you can just keep shooting the little peons and racking up points. And that way you don't get to the much harder, higher stages. So I think even Dr. Ted only got to like stage 5, I think. Or maybe it was 6.
Doesn't it get super hard and difficult, but there's really no gain? You get to later levels.
I thought he said like stage 4, was
stage 4 is where it goes absolutely insane.
Yeah, and he was saying that stage 4 is the one where it's like the game is telling you, "Oh, sorry, your game's over."
Yeah. But then I think there's also the stages beyond that are even harder. So
Dr. Ted's statement was a terrifying army of enemies with tiny hitboxes. Also, get in all your points before you reach the 4th enemy type, because their introduction is basically the game saying, "Game's over."
Yep. That's what happened to me. I think Tasman was saying, I think it was Tasman or maybe it was Retro Rick, had said that the playfield is actually smaller than you think, so you can actually trick the enemies into going off the side and then shoot them when they come back onto the other side of the screen.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think
then why didn't you post a score?
Because you didn't see it.
I didn't see your score?
No.
Did you post it afterwards again?
No.
Did you actually post a score?
No.
There you go. That's why I didn't see it.
I played it on the Game On Challenge. Don't you look on there for scores?
It doesn't happen unless it's posted in the Game On Challenge channel.
Oh, well.
Ooh.
You didn't tell me that.
Technical foul.
Well, it's like,
I had
unless
a-
we got pictures, it didn't happen.
Right.
Exactly.
I finally had a
I'll go-
chance to use Paul Thayer's joystick that he made for me.
Oh, nice.
The one the
Oh, sweet.
I showed this on the show here maybe a month or so ago, and you've probably seen people post it up on Facebook. But the joystick that he did, but this was his prototype one, the blue one, which was the only one that he did blue. And he asked me what color buttons, and so I went with the red and green there just to kind of keep a TRS-80 theme going. But yeah, I had a chance to play this for the first time, and yeah, I enjoyed using it for this game. So it worked really
I
well.
thought the red and green would work good for racing games. Red for stop and green for go.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Yep.
Why
I do it
isn't
the other way around. Make everyone wreck.
Yeah, why isn't it white with the red, green, and blue?
Well, this is the prototype. He offered it up to me. I do have. He did send me some extra buttons too, so I do got.
Take your pick. Okay.
Yep. So, but
is that analog or digital? Look.
Analog.
Cool. Okay.
Yep. So, but yeah, no, I used this is what I used to get my score there and play. So yeah, it worked well.
All right. So, does anybody else have any other tips or tricks for time patrol?
Not really. I kept on just. It seemed like for me, just kept on moving. You know, I was kind of doing like a figure-8 pattern, just to try to stay away from the. What kept on getting me was the little was the bombs at the. I think you referred to them as the peons, which dropped there. So that's what was catching me, is that I'd start focusing on the ships and forget about the little bombs that they dropped, and I'd fly right into one of those. So I had to.
They're little Pac-Man.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. So, but
actually, if you look at it, it's interesting because it is kind of a little wedge-shaped circle.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that the artifacting colors happen as it moves around on the screen, it looks like it's a Pac-Man doing the chomping.
Yeah, and I just kept my finger mashed on the button there and just kind of let it keep shooting there. And when I was kind of going around in circles, it seemed like I was hitting a lot of players without even trying to aim at them, just keep on moving. So
I'd definitely say it's worth going after the parachuters. They're points. So,
and I think you guys made the comment this last week when you were talking initially about the game. You have to basically shoot them in order to get them, right?
You don't have to shoot them. You can't shoot them.
Oh, you just got to run into them. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta fly over them, but don't worry about shooting them because they're really good at avoiding your bullets.
Okay. Yeah. So, no, I had fun with it. I played for maybe like a half an hour the other night, and just to drop a score in there. So I enjoyed it.
No, all in all, it's a pretty good game with an extremely hard difficulty curve. Basically, you go through the first couple of screens, it's pretty easy. Third screen is a little more challenging. Fourth screen is impossible.
And I did notice, like a lot of games, you know, when it starts to the screen gets busy, you can kind of start to see a little bit of a performance, you know, where things slow down just a little bit there, but that's not too uncommon.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for CoCo games. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do everything through the CPU.
Well, is there a better way to do it?
Yes.
Two of them.
And there is, however, one worse way to do it.
Well, okay, what's the worst way?
That would be the way the 2600 does it, racing the beam.
Oh, right. We don't need no stinking video. We'll just give you a dot. What color is that dot? We'll tell you when it gets here.
All right, so the other game that we played this week was Tubeway Army, which is a Scramble clone. And we've got that for one more week. It's, I would say it's a pretty good game. Another one of those ones where it's level 5 gets really, really difficult on this one because you start going through corridors that are all 90-degree corners. So when you're doing that level, if you get that far, the best thing to do is fly your ship forward. And then when you come to a part where you have to either go up or down at 90 degrees, go back with the screen, but also move up or down at the same time. So, because if you move forward and then you pull back on the stick, you move actually backwards at the same speed as the screen scrolls. So,
And with your other finger, shoot at the same time as you're moving back and up at the same time.
yeah, and also you have to use the other hand to drop bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
So at what point do you use the big toe?
Well, actually, the big toe would work well for dropping bombs because that's the space bar.
Right.
You can set your keyboard down on the floor.
You need the single button joystick for the.
I made the I figured out that like this is one of those situations where I'd rather be playing on an emulator than on real hardware, because with an emulator I can map the arrow keys to the joystick, and then I can like mash, like especially the way that Xro does it, I can mash the left alt and the space bar simultaneously. That gives me the fire button and the space bar, so I can start dropping bombs and firing at the same time.
Are you saying you don't want to use the original keyboard controls that came with that game?
I tried. They suck.
I don't know what the programmer was thinking when he assigned those keys for the
I even considered spending time that evening, instead of actually playing the game, seeing if I could decompile the game and figure out where the keyboard scan is and fixing it.
It is I would have to say that this game definitely wins for the oddest keyboard control configuration that I have ever seen on any video game on a computer.
I don't even know where in the heck he got that idea from. It's like, how?
I'm thinking from a Model 100 keyboard.
Must be easy to program somehow or detect from.
Without
doing
it's
a
not.
proper scan.
I looked at where they are in the matrix, and it's no.
It's just stupid.
And he's not even using PaulT, so it's like he's doing a custom scan routine.
Right, which you'd think, okay, these odd keys are because that was easy, but if it's not, then
no.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe the programmer just had really odd shaped hands, and those were the most.
Those work for
keys.
yeah. With my arthritis, I just.
I mean, we're talking like 80s. Oh, it's Curtis! Content has arrived.
We have a Curtis sighting.
Where?
Who?
I don't understand.
I'm only gonna be on for 10 minutes. I got to get out to the reunion. So
No,
We're just about gonna roll the credits.
You are staying here.
So I'll give a brief explanation of where I've been the last while and some of the stuff
know.
that I know Nick has told you guys about, and then I'll be on the show full next week.
Oh yeah, we know.
Cool.
Okay, well, take it away, Curtis. If you only got
We've
10
been waiting
minutes.
for you to get here, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so the show's already started. I take it.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, it's about to close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any rate, yeah. So I bought a new truck, which I know Nick has mentioned, which actually 17 days after getting it completely broke down on the side of the road, wouldn't move at all. Back tires are locked. The keys are seized inside the vehicle, so they had to like winch it up onto a flatbed truck.
It's not afforded.
Yeah, it is actually. Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. Anyway, it's not the full warranty because I just bought it brand new. So there's a what do they call it?
Recall
actuator or something like that. But unfortunately, it's behind the transmission and behind the engine. So you have to pull both of those out to get at the damn thing to replace it. Ooh. And because Ford will only tow it up to the nearest place that has a service garage in it, they told me to a little tiny town to Nacum. I don't know if Ken would remember that. Yeah, it's population like 700 or something like that. So.
If that.
and one of their two techs are actually been on holidays for 2 weeks, so they've been trying to do everybody else's vehicles at the same time. So mine hasn't even got in till yesterday. So I've got more time to wait for that. And then of course I'm seeing somebody now too, Judy, who's actually downstairs here right now, but been busy with that too. So we've been camping and stuff because we were supposed to go camping that first week and the truck broke down, had to delay it and do it.
Have you paid the first payment yet?
I paid the whole thing outright.
Oh.
So they're going to fix it. I'm going to ask for my warranty to be extended. I'm going to ask for a new car battery because it actually drained the battery dry while it was being towed because it wouldn't shut off fully.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a bit of a mess. So if they fix it all and I get the extended warranty and stuff added back on, then I'll be okay. Because every once in a while some electronic part goes bad. I'm sure you guys have experienced that with hardware when you get bad chips, etc.
I've never
So-
had that problem. I buy GM.
Not with my dad.
My stuff always works.
Or Honda.
Yeah. So anyway, that's some of the stuff that's been going on. But yeah, I'll be back on the show next week, full episode, and then the 20th, Glenn Dahlgren's going to be on. He's going to be promoting his new book, and we're also going to see if we can maybe figure out some of the assembler that Doug Maston released, the one that DICOM had originally written and used for their games, and then they gave it to Sundog, and Glenn used it for all their games, and Doug Maston used it to write Contras on the CoCo 3, and hopefully he can remember how to use some of it. So we've got the disk image from Doug, and it's up in the archive now, but we have no directions, instructions at all. So hopefully we'll get that figured out by the time we go on. But yeah, he's got his 5th book coming out, so he's actually doing book launch parties and stuff over the next month or two.
Yeah. Well, next week's also VCF, isn't it?
Right. VCF Midwest.
Next week, yeah.
And I see Ken's all dapper here. He's colored his hair. He's wearing like, Playboy pajamas or something there. And
no, I'm wearing a winter coat.
That's what he tells us, but
So
he has
how
a
long is
camera
it-
pointing at the bed, so kind of worried there.
So he's really got a leisure suit on.
yeah.
And he's gonna do some filming.
You
afterwards,
should Larry
huh?
9, Ken returns. That's what it's going to be called.
God.
If I hear some light jazz, I'm leaving.
Hey, I expect to make dollars worth of money.
$6,
$7,
maybe.
Ken Laffer Waters. Yeah.
Yeah. Please note the light and the camera in the background too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
I
good
do-
to go. All
Remember
pointed
that
at the
auto.
bed. Yeah.
That's for special live streams. But
This
Remember
is
that
also the-
self-subscribing does not count, huh?
This is also the room where I film my YouTube videos, so that's why the cameras are in here.
okay.
Yeah, sure.
We'll trust you for now.
Surmise
Yeah,
that.
They're just pointed at the bed for some
The
strange reason.
special YouTube videos.
Okay.
Actually,
I also want to make sure, I don't know if you guys have done the news yet or not, but I had sent an updated version because some of the Step Tandy stuff really started to come out this last night, so I had to add a few stories. Did Mark and Rick, did you get
Where's
that
the
update?
news?
Oh,
There is
we
no
never saw
news.
it directly. Oh, you sent it to me directly.
Yeah, I uploaded it to
Haven't
both
checked
Rick
it yet.
and Mark directly.
Oh,
Just you
okay.
guys had it handy.
Really?
I just got back from Los
in
Angeles
Discourd.
yesterday, so I hadn't looked.
Okay, so there is news. We do have content.
Yeah, a fair bit
I
actually.
forgot
So
to look.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be busy. Rick,
Well,
hold them
forward,
beautiful
deadline.
tabs.
Well, get working on that, and I'll drag out the Game On Challenge for as long as I can.
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
All right,
I'm
I'll
sure
open
you
all
can.
the tabs to play, and
I guess I didn't need to talk slow then. Really.
yes, slowly.
Although we are on episode 429, I think. So
Yeah. So who else going to VCF Midwest? Just to ask before I head out here.
I'm planning on it still, but just as a day trip because I can't really afford to stay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going.
I
Both
wish
days?
I was doing. Does that count?
Oh, I will mention also VCF Montreal. I got word back from John Kowalski. He's planning to attend. That's Sockmaster, for those who don't know.
Oh.
He's even thinking possibly doing an exhibit of some sort to show off some of the stuff he's done. So there's some
Nice.
incentive to attend the first VCF in Montreal.
cool.
So just Rick and Sloopy, eh? Nobody else is making it down?
I got work conflicts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what really sucks is I now have a work conflict for CoCo Fest 26.
Yeah, is that because you're going down to, what is it, Argentina? That the new
No.
VCF?
It's CoCo Fest falls on the same weekend as our quarterly graduation ceremony.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so that's they can't both happen.
Yeah, that used to hit me too, because sometimes, depending on when CoCo Fest was between April and May, I had to miss because of work too. So
Unless I can manage to train somebody to do what I do.
Well, you've got like 7 months. Get
Yeah.
going.
The trick is to find somebody who's going to stay that long.
the whole weekend, right?
No, the 7
For 6 or 7 months.
Oh, 6 or 7 months. Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I suppose you got to train them first, just to not throw them into the wolves and here, have at it.
Yeah.
Works better that way.
So yeah, if you guys, when you guys get to the news, I mean, obviously some Dandy stuff has started. Ken's part of that. A few others are part of that too. But there's also new games that are getting worked on that just got mentioned, I think, yesterday and today. So there's a bit of a the guy's doing the MC10 game from Spriteworks there that Ron's been involved with some of the ads for. He actually had a problem where he lost a bunch of code and he had to redo it. He kind of put up a post that he was going to throw the MC10 in the trash and just not bother trying to finish it, but he has fixed it up. So yeah, that'll be some pretty cool stuff to mention there. But anyway, yes, I will be on next week full time, and I'll be on the following week full time with Glenn as a guest. I have to get back into getting the CoCo 4 stuff. I haven't heard anything on the other machines, so I might just do it with the ones we already know people have. And I have to
we
do
could
the
just
TCN
hold
up
the
my
news
folks.
till next week.
Then we
No, there's a fair bit of news. And if you let Sep Tandy go, you're going to have like a 6-hour show next week. So I would not do that.
Well, that would be just punishment for you not being here the last few weeks, Curtis. You have to talk.
No, punishment is
for 6
having my
straight
brand new
hours.
frickin' truck in the garage. That Ford has now had my truck longer than I have. That's
Yeah,
punishment enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we haven't seen pictures of this truck or this girlfriend. So do they really exist?
Well, the truck, I don't know.
I
Did
know
I
the
take any
truck
pictures of it
exists.
before it went tits up? But yeah, I might have one or two. But
Okay.
So at what point do they just need to give you another one? Truck.
well, if I have one more major problem with it before the 3-year bumper-to-bumper warranty's up, I'm going to ask for one because I'm already going to be asking for a replacement battery because those new AGD batteries aren't supposed to drain below 50%, and mine went down to 0. You couldn't even lock the doors. So
Yeah, that damages it long term.
Well, what made you buy a Ford? Is it the only dealership around, or how did
Well,
that
he
work?
didn't want to Dodge.
How'd that work? Is he gone?
Well, he froze. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, at any rate,
Curtis has always driven Fords, so
Is he broadcasting from his Ford?
God.
well, that's possible because he's still here. If it was from a Dodge, he'd be gone.
yeah,
Well,
I just
I-
noticed my internet froze up for a little bit there
Sorry.
too. So
Yep.
Did
Yeah.
you hear what I asked you?
Yep. Yep.
Is
Does it have that
the Ford
Ford
dealership
proud.
looking around?
So
yeah,
at any
well, I
rate-
asked them if they could tow it to the Ford dealership here because we have a couple major big ones here in town, and I mean they have way more techs that could have got it done faster, and
A lot more experience.
Ford wouldn't cover the towing. I'm not paying $800 to get it here.
No,
So
it's Chet, Podunk,
So
okay?
I hate to throw asparagus at all this, but I do have a question. What's the game for next week?
Oh, we haven't even talked about the game on challenge. I'm
Yeah, we
still
haven't
giving,
finished the game one.
And we're gonna do that so I can get all these links loaded up.
I'm giving Mark
Curtis.
and Rick time to get the links loaded for the news.
Yeah, we still got the second game to talk about, and
yeah, so
Go
Sloopy
on.
and Ken could take that over, and I'm going to vacate out to get out of your guys' way.
Good
So,
seeing you.
anyways,
You're
everybody,
good.
proof that Curtis is still alive. He was here.
Yes.
Yes.
Curtis, can't you bring your face on here just for a second? Say hi.
She's busy talking with my roommates downstairs.
Oh,
So
Excuse
Next week, we
I might
She
post a
doesn't
picture or
like
something.
us, Ron.
What do we chop liver?
No, next week I think she's working actually because she works weekends. She's on calls sometimes
see, I
too. So
told you.
Actually,
Ron, she
I think the
doesn't-
problem is, Ron, Curtis likes this girl, so he does not want to introduce her to us.
to
and
any of
scare
you,
her
you're
away.
right. You're right. Except maybe Frederick.
That's
Frederick's kind of on the same boat as me there, so
Yeah,
he might
I
be
know what it
safe.
is. Oh yeah, for sure. I know what it's like.
Meanwhile, the rest of
Yeah.
us are just playing back crap insane.
Yeah. Well, I haven't changed that way. I'm still bad crap insane, but
Hey, I seem pretty normal to me.
Well, that's to you. Sloopy.
look at this. I'm already
My
wearing
mom said-
Hawaiian shirts like Ken now. Look what's happened to my brain.
yeah,
but
My mom says I'm normal.
Pretty soon
Yeah.
you'll be cleaning up the back behind you there.
Let's not get
Your
insane
mom loves
here.
you,
Like,
though,
come on.
Ken.
That's never happening.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I got to run. So have a good show,
All right.
guys. I'll see you all next week. I actually submitted a score for one of the games here finally. So
Yep.
I don't know if
Yes.
you got that in time.
I did. Thank you.
I had a whole 30 minutes. So that's what I got. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Great.
Sorry, I should have probably put the news in the general post there, but I just uploaded it twice to Mark and once to Rick. The update.
Well, I hope
I've been-
It's
I've
a
been
good
gone
thing
all
you
week.
showed up because the show was about to end with no news, and it would have all had to go to next week.
Right?
Yeah, that would have been bad. But yeah,
And
September,
real
there's
hot
like
water.
it's starting to really stack up. Like 8 Bits in the Basement's doing a vlog in his new game. Sheldon MacDonald's got a new game he's working on. So there's a bunch of stuff happening. And
Right. Do you know where we can get like the graphics for the Septendi, or everybody does their own?
Everybody just does their own.
does their own.
Okay,
Yeah. Just steal it from somebody else. They'll never notice.
sure.
Right.
I'll Google AI it.
Wait, graphics?
Yeah.
it's because Ron hasn't sent it over to us yet.
You're right.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
All right,
ya.
have
Have a
a
good
better day.
Yeah. And hopefully my truck works in the next week or two.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, now let's get on to the live Game On challenge. And since Sloopy wasn't here, he should talk about it.
Okay.
We haven't gone over the second game yet.
Oh, Two-Way Army? We were talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Let's do both at the same time.
I guess
I was giving the
guess I
tips and
was-
tricks on the end level, where the fifth level, where you have to pull back and use one hand to fire with, one hand to drop bombs with, pull back and go up on the joystick. And
Oh yeah, then your big toe for the space bar.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm caught up to you guys now.
And then we got into a big discussion about the weird layout of keys that they have for the keyboard controls.
Okay.
Which is the reason that I said last week that when you turn the game on and you see what the keyboard controls are, don't just immediately turn it off. Go to the next screen and you'll know that you can use a joystick.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Sloopy, yeah, the show I had to stream for you.
Okay.
Just got to find it here.
So this past Thursday, we had a Game On Challenge live.
We did. I just can't find it.
And I was planning on being ready and well rested for the Game On, and I laid down around 4 p.m. figuring 2-3 hours nap wouldn't be half bad. And then I got up at 2:30 a.m. So while I was sleeping, we had a Game On Challenge live that everybody loved because there was no Sloopy there to ignore. We had up to 4 or 5 people playing at once, I think.
Did we have more than 4?
I thought we did.
Because I didn't play.
Or maybe it was like
No, it looks like we just had 4 for the whole night.
5 people and just 2 changed out or something. No.
Well, there was 5 people, but Mark wasn't playing.
Okay.
I ran out of screens.
Yeah, I went and skimmed it. So. But
So
yeah,
here's the. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say this is the level I was talking about, where it gets really hard with the 90-degree. If you see in the top corner there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we it was pretty successful. We actually had some good games that people were actually playing the entire time instead of playing other things.
Well, not the entire time.
Yeah, but mostly. And at least for over half the show.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had a discussion on how hot the power supply gets in a CoCo.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because Henry is so hot that it just soaks into the computer.
Why,
He had
thank
to
you, Sloopy.
brand his finger.
Yeah. But yeah, we a good time was had by all. And I guess this is my punishment for not showing up. I apologize again.
Yeah. So like Sloopy said, we did have people for most of the show were actually playing the games of the week. We're having quite a bit of fun with it, and yeah, if you want to join us, then show up Thursdays on the Game On Challenge live channel in Discord at 8 o'clock Eastern, and join us. You can play the games of the week or any other CoCo game you feel like playing, and even maybe do some tech hardware talk stuff, as it seems to be happening quite often now.
Yeah, just don't ask me where and when, because evidently I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this has been 2 weeks, and I hate to tell you, but next week I won't be there.
I already know that because you're going to VCF.
Yes, I'll be driving to VCF Midwest during the show.
Oh, by the way, Mark, Sloopy's not going to be here next week.
Yeah, okay.
We really should get some of these interns actually doing something and like
Well, if you guys ever give me the credentials when I get back home at the end of the month, I can stream. But
we can do that.
Well,
Yeah, that would be a good idea too.
that would mean you guys would have to give me the credentials, though. And I'm not sure you guys really want to do that.
Hey, you're higher up on the Game on High Council than I am, so
Yeah, but you've got more access than I do.
Yeah. Well, that's because no one wants to deal with this stuff in and out every week. I mean,
All right,
Mark
so
this next week the show will actually start at the top of the hour.
Possibly.
Probably.
Maybe. We'll see.
Be.
Most definitely, maybe.
I think there's a better than 10% chance that it will.
Sounds like
I would go definitely better than 12.5%.
Ooh, don't go crazy. All right, so let's take a look and see what the game for next week is going to be. This one, I think, might make Sloopy happy.
Uh-oh. Neutroid? 7?
You seem to like these kind of games.
Ooh. Well, I am
Pac-Man?
trying to watch my girlish figure, so I don't know.
It looks like PackTac went P mode 4.
Sort of. Anybody have any guesses?
Pac-Man?
Yeah, you can definitely say it's a Pac-Man game. Okay, it is, just a second here. Where's the title page? There we go. Paco Man. So that's Pacoman. It's just written in a weird cross form.
It's in the archive?
It is in the archive.
Okay.
It's not on Curtis's site though. I'm having fun choosing all these games that aren't on Curtis's site because it's you know, punishment for him not being here. So
Chance he won't recognize it.
exactly.
And
Make it look bad.
All right, by S. Baronaire and G. Poirier.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's not just any old Paco Man, it's the original Paco Man.
Not to be confused. Those knockoffs.
So yeah, we'll be playing that for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Wouldn't it be Paco Man?
Well, Paco.
Now you're confusing it.
I don't know if you want to say Paco too much. That might bring David Ladd.
Paco. It didn't work.
All right. So shall we, I don't know, do we need more time to get the news ready, or is Mark ready to jump into it?
I'm ready to speak, I think. I got the right stuff. I posted it. The show notes are now available for this week on the Color Computer Discord, which you should all know how to join. But if you don't, I'll post links for that too. And Rick, how we doing? It looks like Curtis posted 2 things, but the second one has all the stuff from the first one. So just focus on the second one.
Okay, then we will get started.
When you want the latest in TRS-80, Tandy, Dragon, MC-10, and all of their hardware cousins, no matter what it takes, or where news breaks, from around the world to your nation. The CoCoNation News with L. Curtis Boyle.
And we have an emergency title that goes on top of Curtis. Not there.
There's actually somewhere in the archives. There's actually a news thing for me.
Really?
Okay.
I have to
There
look
is.
for it.
Yeah.
Yes, you should. Okay. So, welcome to the news segment of this program. For our European viewers, we're now doing the Dragon 32 and 64 news first. And boy, we have like five stories about this. So, Mr. Rick Ulan, are you ready to go with the Dragon news?
Let's see. I was doing this
Starts
in
with,
the order that it was typed in. Okay. So
first story is
Okay.
Ciaran Anscomb's Extra 1.9, which we briefly touched on last week. But we'll do it again.
can go
because You can
here.
never have too much good publicity.
switch to.
All right.
Which
I think I
monitor am
found
I
it. You want me to
supposed
run
to
it?
be at?
Oh, sure. Give Rick a few more moments.
Okay. All right. Okay, so it's on there. So let me go over.
When you want the latest in TRS-80, Tandy, Dragon, MC-10, and when you want the latest in TRS-80, Tandy, Dragon, MC-10, and all of their hardware cousins. No matter what it takes, or where news breaks, from around the world to your nation. The CoCoNation News with L. Curtis Boyle. Today's special guest presenter, Mark Overholzer.
We should
not bad
do
at
another
all.
one.
Yeah.
We should do another one.
How you doing, Rick? You ready to go?
Sure, let's give it a shot. I should be showing the
Okay,
first.
there we
story.
go. Looks excellent. We touched on this briefly last week because it was a last-minute ad, which I didn't get rolled into notes and uploaded before I took off for Los Angeles. By the way, I went to Disneyland last week. It was actually kind of nice, and it was really hot. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, Ciaran Anscomb, of course, has released an update to XRoar 1.9. We have his website there. Again, these are all in the show notes. I just uploaded them for this week to the Color Computer Discord, which you can find in the live stream notes how to log on there. Please introduce yourself, first name, please, and your history, so that one of the administrators can okay you and get you on the whole system. Anyway, the quick notes here that Curtis has added SAM X8 support, adds support for emulating the CP400 Brazilian clone, and a few more fixes. And again, good solid product. Thank you very much, Ciaran, for working on that and sending it out there for everybody.
Hey, Mark, you might want to pin. You might want to pin Rick.
Pin Rick. Oh yeah.
Okay. Where's Rick? Oh,
The webpage.
all right. We'll try that.
Continuing on, story number 2, Julian Brown has posted about his configuration remote control, for which most...
Wait, wrong tab. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties.
So what I'm trying. So I guess I really can't highlight or pin Mark while
Don't
we
pin me.
have. Oh, you know what?
I'm just
Yeah,
a
all
voice.
right. All right, keep going.
The resolution's a bit crappy. Is that the connection?
Looks poor on my end, but I'm peeking out on my CPU, so I thought it was my end.
Is
Okay.
it an
Yeah,
apple?
it's
Can you
what
using
it's
an
the
apple?
It's the resolution that Rick's putting out.
Ah,
Julian Brown posted about his configuration remote control, for which he has most of the software done and now needs to add the hardware. It will let one boot a Dragon or CoCo with various hardware configurations. There is a Facebook post right there. Looks kind of cool. Oh, interesting. It's a LCD, I guess, LCD screen that's on something. What does this piggyback on? This goes like on Arduino or on a Raspberry Pi or what? Or I guess it's custom. I know that Julian was on the chat earlier, so maybe he will have a comment. Well, no comment so far. Anyway, obviously it's kind of cool to have a configuration thing for hardware. being able to set your hardware and then boot up your system. Anyway, he also posted a photo of his new boards all together, some small components still needed, and the gal needs some programming. That should be the second tab there. Rick?
I must be on the, I must have got the wrong file.
Okay.
I have file 1. I'm down to Mastertronic as the second.
It's the next one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Grab the other file when you get a chance. It should be the second one posted. The Mastertronic. Go ahead and jump onto Mastertronic. We can always come back. Mastertronic Collector's Archive has blogged Micro Natters Part 3, a Mastertronic re-release guide. Other 8-bit formats. This includes the Dragon game Bug Diver, along with other 8-bit systems. Anyway, it looks like they are, what are they doing about this? It's an archive, so they must be just highlighting various applications, programs on various systems. Anyway, we want them to get the credit, so please follow the links in the show notes and go visit their site. We're just here to shine a light on their stuff, give them a little notice. Next one, please, Rick. Sebs Place on Facebook posted in the microdeal group that Chris Poacher, who runs the microdeal group, has donated a Dragon 32 and many add-ons to him, and that he is now working on a video about what it was like growing up with the Dragon 32. Another Facebook post. Looks very cool.
It's not letting me see anything.
The
post itself, I'm just seeing the.
Are you not a member, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah, you says join group. Yep. You'll have
I'm
to
not
do
good
that.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the next one is the same link. What the heck?
Don't have any
Supposed to be
cred. Huh?
posted. Let me try
Yeah,
this
the next
link.
one is Chris Poacher also. So it's probably,
Let's see what happens there.
you can join, but it'll probably have to be authorized at some point before anything can happen.
Yeah, I haven't joined and I can't get authorized right away. So we'll
I'm not even sure I'm a member of the Michael Jail group, so I don't think I could do any better. Okay, and the second one is Chris Poacher's posted a scan about the unofficial history of Cuthbert that originally appeared in Home Computing Weekly Magazine issue 124, which was on August 6th through 12th of 1985. Anyway, hopefully somebody's a member of the Michael Jail group and they can actually see what those look like. On most of these, you basically click join group. You sometimes have to ask some questions like, how do you know about the Dragon, or what was your first micro deal game, or whatever. They just want to verify that you're, not a bot and going to spam them with all kinds of who knows what. Anyway, Rick, can we move on to the CoCo 123 and multi-platform news?
Sure, let's give that a whirl.
Awesome. I see Frederick. Or is that Sheldon?
That's
No,
Sheldon.
that's not
This
me.
is-
Sorry.
There is some tiny similarities though.
Okay, do I need to go back to Discord and download a different file?
Nah.
Hang on
Okay.
1 second. Everyone, let me see.
No,
I only have the
Sheldon,
one.
right. Yeah, get the second file. In the meantime, leave this one up here. Looks like a YouTube video. Sheldon MacDonald released an hour-long video showing how he preps MIDI music files for both his CoCo and Sega Genesis projects. He's using his QMIDI Studio program. And there is a YouTube video right there. And skip through a little of this here, see what it looks like.
Let's see. I should.
By the way, Sheldon MacDonald actually made it to CoCo Fest this year on Saturday. Had to fly back on Sunday, but or Friday, Saturday evening. But I was glad to see him in person in real life. First time I ever got to meet him, and I was so glad he came. He and Brandon Donahue were working on a hardware thing with basically Commodore SID chips. He was doing a dual cartridge, dual SID for the CoCo. Very cool. It's always fun taking other hardware and adapting it in. Back in the day, people did that all the time. I mean, look at all the systems that had like the AY chip in it. And so, the deluxe CoCo is supposed to have one too. Anyway, it looks like a Windows-based MIDI mastering program called, was it QMIDI? So, be interesting to look into that, see how much it is, or if it's freeware or what.
I do
Okay.
apologize. I had intended to kind of look through the videos and find things to look at.
That were
but
interesting.
We didn't get the file till the last minute. so
Not
I
till
didn't
the
do
last
any of
moment.
that.
See, even
So
Rick
we're-
didn't check his direct messages. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it happened at 1:04, so I was already.
Main thing is we shined a light on it. You know where to go look if this interests you. Moving on. Lococo Strangiato, otherwise known as Bob Emery, He has uploaded a video to his YouTube channel where he attempts to get rid of the yellow bar in the video output of the CoCo 2. Now, I've always been told this is a 555 timer issue. Maybe not
on a video signal. No, that
on the video signal. Yeah.
Yeah, the
It
cause
can-
yellow bar.
it-
That's what I've heard.
It can be sometimes, but not always.
The
Ah,
555
maybe a
creates, it creates the color burst signal.
right.
Huh.
So
And
where
if
should we
that-
jump to? Show us the light.
Well, you're
Chris,
actually looking at
show
a
us the
good
money.
part. Just hit play. So this is normal, where the color
Ah.
burst is on the bottom.
Right. You got your front porch, your back porch.
This is what it's supposed to look like. Actually, go back a few seconds. So there's a nasty yellow bar.
Yep. Yep.
So there's one waveform where it shows the overlap. Right there. So pause that.
Okay. So what are we looking for here? What's the
Back right there. Oh, back a couple frames.
Okay, so that's the broke part.
so this
Right
is the bad
there.
one?
That is, you can see how the blue line goes past the rising edge of the yellow line there.
Right.
Okay.
And that is basically the color burst signal extending into your actual video.
Which it shouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
Right. That's what creates the yellow bar. Is that overlap.
So which two things are you looking at here? The yellow.
That's what it's
The
supposed to
yellow-
be.
So
The
that
yellow
should be
the
real
video.
aligned
That's the
together,
video.
right?
That's like your H sync, that dip. And then the
Okay.
blue below it is just
The
the color burst.
Okay.
And so we
So
get
when the
this
color
yellow
burst
because
signal- it's too wide of a color burst bar. It's just the pulse is too long.
Okay. Or too
I
slow.
mean, sometimes it could be a component that's around the 555, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's
Right.
the 555 itself.
Yeah, that resistor R10 could probably also be adjusted.
It is. It sometimes it's the R10. That's happened on my CoCo 2
right.
because I changed it
I
to
mean, they don't-
555 and it didn't help it. But then when I did the R2,
R10, yeah, R10 and C26 work in combination to control the pulse width. So you
Okay.
can
So
adjust
either
it
one go
way.
bad. Either one go bad. You got a wrong window.
Yeah. And
right.
replacing the chip is probably a fool's errand.
Oh,
The
right.
555.
Oh,
That's the
thanks.
least likely thing to mess up, right?
Well, I will say thank you to the people that did the testing and said that, you can have a whole batch of 555s and only one or two work. That tells me that it's not the chip, that there's some other component causing it.
Right.
So thanks for doing the science so I didn't have to.
Yeah,
Well,
and
it's
not
nice
all
you documented.
555s are equal. You know, some of them are more
Yeah.
perform better at high speeds, and some not.
And some put up with crappy exterior components.
Yeah.
So I just did a test with like 3 different capacitors, and I was actually shocked that not only did it get rid of the yellow bar, but it cleaned up all the noise in the signal. It was,
Ooh.
I didn't even,
Oh,
can't
that's
imagine
interesting.
that it would do that. Yeah.
So it means if you're getting like shifting or jittering or something or fuzz, that it could be those components as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So
This
if
is
you
good
had a
type of stuff.
computer with the yellow bar and you put composite on it, it didn't make any difference, right? If you're using
No, you still get the yellow bar.
you still have it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
You might have less noise, but you might not.
Like usual, all these links are in the show notes, and please go and subscribe to these channels. I mean, you're going to get a few notifications, but people like Bob here only puts out, a video a week, every 2 weeks.
I am about to post a new one. It's been a while since I posted one before this, but
So you're not going to get
I'm-
slammed with notifications if you subscribe to Bob's channel. Do it.
yeah.
Give him some love.
what happens if you don't fix the yellow bar? Does it get worse and worse?
It
No.
could.
no, you have a yellow bar.
I mean, yeah, it's possible.
I mean, it could get further out of sync or shifted out of phase.
Right?
We should make sure that this all gets. I think some of this is already on the Color Computer or CoCopedia. So, but probably should make sure that any of this new stuff gets documented as well. So when people go looking for answers, they'll be able to find it. Anyway, moving right along. Wayne Campbell uploaded an hour-long video to YouTube where he investigates Basic 09 and how its iCode works with both Basic 09 and Run B. So Wayne Campbell, of course, is well known for the what's his decompiler for Basic 09? It was Decode. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. I know Wayne was in the chat earlier. But yeah, Wayne Campbell knows quite a lot about the internals of Basic 09 and how to unpack them and get stuff back. Anyway, he has some tools out there, and I know he's working on refining those still. And again, go to his channel, subscribe. He doesn't post a lot of videos. It's the least you can do. So he's running, looks like maybe Visual Studio Code, maybe. Taking stuff apart. Looks like. Yep. Anyway, good, cool, nerdy stuff. I haven't gotten
you can actually
basic
catch a couple of little points like defined by use, so you can see
the strings
where these two go together.
Hmm.
It'd probably be really interesting if I. That's smart. Anyway.
Okay. Moving right along. Now we're video. Plenty to watch. Yep. Okay. Sub ETHA software or ETHA software. This is Alan Huffman. I think this was missed by Curtis last week. Alan Huffman on his Sub ETHA software blog did part 3 of the Undercolor magazine's Spiral Challenge, including optimized submissions and corrections to the actual mission of the original article. Anyway, as I recall, they were trying to write the fastest or the most compact spiral generating code. So looks like just straight Deck B basic. Still good stuff if you ever want to use these sorts of things in your own work. It's always good to see these how people are doing these particular software routines. I know for myself, the little side project game I've been working on with Brett Gordon for the last couple of years, we're talking about if you have multiple players and they all teleport to the same location, you don't want them on top of each other. And it makes the most sense to use some sort of spiral algorithm to place the characters when they land. If they're supposed to land in a particular spot, if there's something there, then use a spiral algorithm to figure where the next spot to drop. So everybody winds up in a group. Anyway, always good reason to use spirals. Okay, Rick, moving along. Nicolas Maillouski posted in the CoCo Facebook group that Canada's first BCF in Montreal this January is still taking exhibitor registrations. Hopefully some of you can make it. So if it's not too far out of the way and you can brave Quebec in winter, please go. Okay. Alison DeNu has returned for Septandy, releasing a utility called Character Doctor. Written in extended basic and available for download. Next tab there, Rick.
Yeah, that tab only leads to the zip file.
Oh, it leads to the zip file.
So the tab itself is the information.
Got it. Okay. Main post on Facebook, and there's a direct Google Drive link as well. Anyway, it says it may be in the Color Computer Archive by Showtime. You could try looking there too, if you don't, not on Facebook. Okay, go ahead and jump on to the next one there.
And now we fall all apart because we have this. And then the next 4 stories are the same length. All the way down till 8 bits in the basement.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, we'll have to chase these down and repost this later. Just to zip through these. Just to zip through these. Let's see. Next one, Rich Stevens posted a few updates to the FujiNet news client, specifically for the CoCo 3. Latest video improvements, which now supports 32, 40, and 80 column modes, is shown in the CoCo Facebook group here. Wrong link. Speaking of FujiNet, its originator, Thomas Cherry Holmes, will be at BCF Midwest September 13th and 14th to show the various FujiNet systems off, and will be attempting an Intellivision bring up. That'll be cool. Same link, unfortunately, and wrong. John Pappas posted a video, and do anybody want to talk about these? Nope, nothing.
Hang on.
Okay.
John, let me see if I can find it here. You said John Pappas?
Yeah, John Pappas. So
you're supposed to be telling us, man. We can't tell you anything. You haven't told us yet.
We'll have to look these all up and post the right links and repost this. That's okay. I was going to repost this thing
sorry
anyway.
about that, folks.
Because I forgot to post last week's updated ones.
I don't think you need to apologize, Rick. You're not the one that put the wrong links in the show notes.
I sure linked them though.
Hey, Wayne Campbell, we were just talking about your decode, I think it is, for the basic 09 and stuff. So we showed off your little video and you doing some debugging work, it looks like, pulling stuff into an editor. So if you have anything to say about it or something you want us to focus on, we can always zip back to it.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Also, wrong link. John Linville posted a photo of his game controller he received from PaulT showing a different color combination. And I think we're up to the point where we actually have links now. 8-bits in the basement. I guess this is Peter, lives in France, but he's from Ireland. Has started a new vlog series for a new game that he's working on called Super Shooty Aliens. He shows the beginning of the game code running and what plan for the game is, and then goes through assembler source to show how the player's chips moves and fires. Anyway, YouTube video shows code. Little teaser here. Oh, actually, I like that. Looks very smooth too. Wow.
I like shooting stuff.
I wonder what frame rate he's using. That is like really smooth, even through Zoom. Okay, he also posted a second vlog this morning covering how he does the Starfield effect.
Yep, Starfield.
Again, YouTube, go subscribe, get notifications. I'm very sure that he doesn't post that many notifications.
He does post code though, so that's handy.
What was this other game? He had a game out a few months ago, and I know
Bob and the Alien Fireflies.
Right, we actually played that on the Game On Challenge, as I recall.
Yes, we did.
Anyway, very cool. I think it was his first assembly language game, so this will be his second.
Yep. He originally wrote it for the Atari 2600 and then ported it over to the CoCo.
The Firefly game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that ship action. It's like, that is smooth. We'll see what it looks like once it gets a few aliens up there, but I think he's going the right direction. Okay. Up next is this Canadian Retro Things guy, Ken. So, Ken, what do you want to say about
Who's
this?
that?
Says esteemed panelist on the CoCoNation and the Game On Challenge has done a follow-up video for programming the electronic book and is titled Math is Hard. Well, of course, that's why not everybody does it. So obviously it's been Stephen Curtis and Nick too long. Okay, Ken, what's the gist here?
Basically, I just took a look at the code that I wrote in the first video where I was actually just figuring out how to read the electronic book. Mm-hmm. And figured that 12 if-then statements was just really messy.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to just go through it and see
you could optimize it.
If I could optimize it a bit, and which I basically did, but I've already talked to a few more people about even optimizing it a lot further than I did.
So, there's a couple things, especially with Microsoft Basics. The fall through stuff. So let's see, what is it? Basically doing testing and stuff, it's like if you can eliminate tests that won't happen or you don't think will happen.
Yeah, I already figured out to put a go-to statement or an if-then. If there's both joysticks read as 0, then just skip the rest of it and go right back to reading the joystick port again. I thought about that as I was editing it. I'm like, why didn't I do that?
Yeah, it's another thing too is I guess testing for things that would be most likely and skipping things that are not or wait till later, your edge cases basically. Because you figure if you look through your code, if you do like not really code optimization, but code what is it called? Where they go profiling. If you profile the code and you go, 57% of the time it does this path. Well, then that means you probably so the thing is you want to test that first because then you don't have to worry about anything else. And only worry about the edge cases and the edge cases.
Well, the problem is that it's just reading 12 different keys, and I think there's like
it could be anyone can be pressed. Yeah.
It's about an 8% chance that each one's going to be pressed.
Right.
So
right. Basic 09 has this nifty modulus command, so you can do divisions and get the remainder and do all of that very easily. I don't think DECB has that.
Actually, doesn't it have the integer command? To take and chop a floating point number into an integer?
Well, yeah, but an easy way to get the remainder of division,
Mhm.
which is what you
Right.
would need to kind of
Right, the
make up for
modulus.
the slop in the magic book. By its
Right.
number might be a 7 or it might be a 12.
Yeah.
It's all kind of
I've actually been talking to another guy about this, and he's come up with some much more optimized code than what I did here. That looks like I'm just testing it out right now to see if it works properly, but it's significantly shorter than this and
faster.
And faster. But
Probably faster,
I mean, it's a turn-based basic game that I'm working on, so.
And turn-based games are usually play as the players rather than the game. So.
Yeah.
But still, you want to optimize your team because you ever want to use it for something, more interactive.
Right. You start running out of space. You don't want to be wasted. Yeah.
And
I don't think that the electronic book is going to be a great peripheral for playing like really action-oriented games, though. So.
You figure out, a couple keys like the 1 and the 12 or something, and it's like, okay. Good job. And Rick, you're also working on some actual hardware for this too, aren't you?
Yes, I am, but that's why I replaced my hot end this week, because it kind of curled up and blocked the fan and turned off the fan
and caused catastrophic cascade failure.
Little coil kind of got a little hotter than it should have. And now it's a cool end. Well, the old one's a cool end. So anyway,
okay, moving along. Thank you much, both you guys, for working on this. This will be cool. This will be something I'd be interested in getting. So, okay, next story. CoCo Town. It's been on our show before. A series of videos about random number generation on his YouTube channel. It got mentioned in the Portuguese YouTube podcast Reporter Retro in episode 117 at 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 29 seconds. But one will need to close caption and auto translate turned on.
And we get there. No, we can't. Oh, play.
I remember Steve Bjork talking about some good routines for doing random number stuff. And I believe he posted some code snippets that is in somewhere on the Color Computer Discord, I think in the assembly programming channel. Anyway, he had given a lot of thought to random numbers and getting better pseudo random numbers than typical. So it's always a good thing to think about when you're trying to do stuff. Okay, couldn't find it there easily.
It's not this link doesn't move. I've scrolled all the way through it, and it says this same thing. Yeah, it's probably
okay. Well, anyway, please download the show notes. It's got the direct link to it. Actually, he didn't. Actually, Curtis didn't put the time into it. Okay. I'll see about fixing that as well. Okay. Next up, Sheldon MacDonald put up a short video showing his new 64K CoCo 123 game that he's working on. Biker Race. By the way, did he ever release his hockey game? I thought that was kind of cool looking. Or is that still in limbo? Oh, wow.
Oh, this was an old coin op.
Yeah.
You can't accelerate too hard or you flip over backwards and stuff.
Oh, that is cool looking. Horizontal scroller. You can pop a wheelie. So, Ken, that looks like another potential game in the future for the Game On Challenge.
Ooh, cool.
Love those safety cones.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Discord DM.
Discord DM.
Okay.
Ooh, what happened there?
Mr. Euland. And our last story in this section is Henry at the Break Key. Welcome back, Henry. Released an hour-long video going into doing comparisons and logical operations in the fourth ROM he's building. Ooh, more fourth.
More fourth. And so much fun. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. You narrate this. Tell us.
And so much fun to do it. It's like, I originally thought that I'd be going into flow control. I'd get into if then else. But then I found that I was missing some stack manipulation. And things started going weird because of errors I'd made before. And I wound up diving down a rabbit hole of getting the stack stuff working.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's important.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to worry about doing any more of this. I'm just going to get the flags. I'm going to get my comparisons. We've got them working. We're happy now.
Now, refresh my memory. You're actually working on a replacement ROM for the CoCo that's based on Forth. So you plug it in there, and it boots Forth rather than basic.
It boots Forth. Like, it literally just boots Forth. I mean, I had this back at CoCo Fest where I was showing it off. At CoCo Fest, I had just finished the part where we were able to compile new words. So now at this point, get some flags going, get some comparisons going, get into flow control.
Excellent. For some of you may or may not know, the Sinclair ZX81 made by Sinclair Research, there were some engineers that left there, started their own company, and they made what was called the Jupiter Ace. It was kind of the same looking form factor with the Z80, but it ran Forth instead of basic. And so this is kind of like, I could see here the kind of the same vein. It's like, yeah, it's a CoCo, but it boots Forth.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the Jupiter CoCo.
Mom's here.
Okay, that is the last story we have in the regular news. We do have one MC10 story this week, and then we're on to Game On news. And I guess since we already did the Game On challenge, we'll just blaze on through it. Where are we at? It's been almost 2 hours. Okay, MC10 story. Jay Mundy of Spriteworks is working on a new MC10 game. He's been testing with guests, suffered a bit of a setback, and made a sarcastic post about it. He has recovered, rewritten the code that was lost. So do you know anything about this, Mr. Ron Delvaux?
No, I do not. I see what you see.
Okay.
As
So
a
you're on
special
the-
agent, I'm looking into it.
Looking into it. Okay. Well, we'll expect a full report next week.
Yeah.
Should be clean now.
Okay. That looks to be like a barbecue with an MC10 on it.
Yeah. He just wanted to show it cooking. Yeah.
Cooking it. Okay. We do know he does excellent work.
He does excellent work. He's an
His first
excellent.
game is like, it's like way better than most. I think he's getting up into like the ultimate levels that the Apple stuff came with. So it's
Yep.
nice for the MC10.
It is great.
Okay, MarcB, we okay with rolling on to the Game On news?
Sure. Let me just flip screens here.
I see that Mikey N6IL has joined our chat and says, what do you know? You can actually stream the CoCoNation while you're flying over the Pacific Ocean.
Nicely.
That's
Well, if you
Mikey,
have the proper plan, right?
Yeah, that can't be cheap.
It depends. I've gotten the in-flight stuff before, and it's not too bad. It's usually like $10 or $12 or something, and flying across the U.S. So, oh, Ron, Tom Eric Grandison says he knows, but he can't tell. I understand. Thank you, Mikey, for tuning in. Oh, also, Mikey says Ken's shirt needs to be louder next time.
He
He's
should
telling
put
us
the
to
shirt
jacket.
on the outside of the jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
It
we
won't
got-
fit because of the number of shirts I'm wearing under that shirt.
Oh, you need really big shirts. Okay, well, we'll have to get on that.
Okay, so we have 8 stories for the Game On News. Number 1 is Marlin Lee released a video on his YouTube channel showing a dot eating game. Yeah, is that Marlin Lee? These are not clones of Pac-Man. Ah, there we go.
He's eating dots.
Gotcha. He also released a video showing one of the possible solutions in the next text adventure game Bedlam, which had a randomized solution each time you played it. So it isn't the same game every time you play it.
Yeah, if my browser would move, we would.
So I
go
wonder
there.
how many times he had to play Bedlam to find all the possible combinations. I only played Bedlam just a teeny bit, but how many different paths are there to it? Has anybody played a bunch of them? Nobody's played the Bedlam?
I don't remember it if I did.
Yeah, you're in I think it's an insane asylum, and you have to try to escape.
Well,
But I know
I
it's-
hope so, with the blood on your gown and yeah.
I know it's not a single
twice.
path. Okay. Yeah, I know it's
Wolf
not a
growl,
single
wolf
path.
woof.
I couldn't go back and do it over and over.
That bad of a game, huh?
Text adventures are fun, but not that fun.
Right.
I did play a lot more Scott Adams adventures. I did play those over and over. I'll say that.
Okay. Moving along, Rick. CoCo Synthesis on YouTube released a video showing his CoCo 3 version of Pac Man, written in CoCo 3 Super Extended Basic. It has 6 mazes and 7 bonus fruits. Oh, and you can also download the source code from his GitHub repo.
Okay, you.
And as usual,
my
please
browser's
subscribe to these
refusing to load things. Oh, here it goes. I don't know what was going on here. We had some kind of malfunction.
basic that bin. So this is all written in basic, huh?
Here we go. Now we've got
Okay, draw on the screen. Yeah, okay.
the game.
I wonder if he has a machine language helper to move stuff.
I'm guessing not.
It's not too bad.
It's not bad, but it's
Especially on the
gonna
CoCo
guess
3 with the double poke, you could probably do
even
better.
boundary puts, and that's
Yeah, that's true.
but it's playable. I mean,
Yeah, looks like it. Anyway,
there's a download, but that's not pretty, so we won't mess with it. Browser just
okay, next story. Andrew Ayers released an updated version of Color Blitz, like Canyon Bomber for the 64, I believe, on the CoCo Facebook group and the CoCo 123 for the CoCo 123. Note, screenshots in the comments. This was originally ported to the CoCo by Matt Voss back on the original VZ200 version. It's got the disc to download. Cool. Hopefully this gets submitted to the archive for those non-Facebook users. So this is a Canyon Bomber, right? Okay. Any comments? Okay. Kim and AJ, Sibling Rivalry, have released episode 196, or is it 156, of Sibling Rivalry on their My Drunk Sibling channel, playing Blitz on the CoCo. Where do they get to the gameplay? That's a basic
blitzing.
game.
Oh, you have to wait till you can shoot at the. Oh, they're dropping bombs. Okay.
That would make sense.
And then running into things.
And with any luck, this will be an MC10 game by next week.
Right.
Looks like an easy port. Okay. Again, great people. Go to their channel, subscribe. Okay. Next up, Rick. X for Tech continues going through his disc number 8, this time playing Gomoku Renju from Tandy. Gomoku Renju. Okay. And he's Portuguese, right? So you'll want to have subtitles on.
Oh, there's yeah. You need
game?
translations for sure.
Okay.
Moku.
Yeah, it's like a Go or
I'm going to say that looks a lot like Go.
Yep. I would guess Go Moko. Yeah, probably. Okay, and then has a second video that has Megabug.
If it would just snap to the title bar, but it won't because it's Windows.
I wonder about these people like Expertech here who gets people subscribed from, the United States here watching stuff.
Why the heck are they doing that?
So as you know, this is ported actually from the Apple II by a guy by the name of Bob Bishop, and it was called Dung Beetles on the Apple II. But yeah, there's a really cool, the whole code that does the magnifier thing is, I guess, a real interesting thing. I found it annoying because unfortunately you have to keep looking back and forth to see the beetles coming after you to know when you're getting to get cornered here. So I never had much fun with this game. Okay, moving along. Story number 6.
Can I comment? The links are like u2.be links, and when you paste them, they change.
Right.
So I can't look back at the browser and see what I pasted in. I have to do it at the spur
Right.
of the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm really confused, guys.
Okay, this one should be Dragon32 on YouTube. Posted a video of playing Shenanigans, one of the early graphic adventure text adventure games, originally by Mark Data Products, and that looks like an early adventure game.
This should be artifacted, shouldn't it?
It's on XRoar. Yeah, it probably is artifacted, but it's probably running XRoar.
So this should be like blue and red, blue windows,
Yep.
and
Probably running
because
XRoar.
because the
mode.
stripes are just slightly offset. Let you
Yep.
know the color is, okay.
It is nice and sharp looking
Oh, we have a barkeep. Can't be a bad game. They got a barkeep.
though.
I wouldn't trust those trees, though.
I guess people have to download it and try it in NTSC mode and see what it looks like then.
All right.
Okay, we move it along here. Number 7, as part of Septandy, the YouTube channel Whiskey Tango Foxtrot posted some game streaming video playing CoCo games, including his commentary. First one is Cashman.
I hope it is.
Very good arcade game for the CoCo. And the other is Klexo's Island Part 1. Klexito? Klexto.
Calixto? Who knows?
Calypso? Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard it mentioned a bunch of times.
Okay. Oh, we have our colors.
Well, this is Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Used to NTSC CoCos. More adventure games. Answer the questions. Okay. Again, please visit these people. Give them some view cred. And please subscribe. Let them know you're watching. And the last story we have here is YouTube channel Cybercrime Debunkers posted a video showing scans of every page from issue number 1 of Tilt magazine in France. There is some Dragon 32 content hidden away in his pages. Sorry, didn't get a chance to figure specifically. Well, you only got to scrub through 52 minutes of stuff.
It's in here somewhere.
It's an Easter egg. It's in there somewhere.
And we got to
This is
find
nice.
it quickly.
Activision Barnstorming. Looks like handheld games. Tilt.
Looking for something dragony.
Oh, it looks like they got reviews and stuff too.
I don't see our favorite color set anywhere. There's quite a bit of content here.
Yeah, this must have been a contemporary magazine in the 80s.
CoCos.
Keyboards, cool.
Today's done. What do we do here? Uh-oh, 99.48. Run!
That's okay.
What?
You'll catch it. Real easy.
It's got a good graphics chip. It's okay.
It
Just for
does.
that.
It's just
Yeah.
slow.
It's just the rest of it.
Yeah, true.
Well, all TI computers had the same architecture, whether they were a mini mega or a.
Yeah, and reversing the data bus numbering, that was stupid of them. D7 is actually D0.
Also, the registers, I guess, were an external RAM or something like that. It's like, what?
Well, from what I'm hearing it, that they originally designed it as an 8-bit computer and then at the last minute shoehorned a 16-bit processor in it.
Oh, they did worse than that. They decided all TIs had to have the same architecture, whatever the processor. And so they tried to shove a tiny processor into a big processor operating system, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it seems really it's like multiple teams that had different goals. The CPU team had different goals than the computer team did. It's
Well,
like,
yeah, if they
what?
just wanted to make a small computer, they could have done it, but they wanted to make a TI computer with a small CPU in it, and they
And then
didn't
the
have
nail in his
wherewithal.
coffin, so to speak, is that to be an official developer, you could only develop stuff for it if you're official developer, and it was a large barrier to entry cost. And it's like,
Right. Well, you
It's
couldn't
like-
develop on the hardware itself. You had to have the expansion box to do any development.
yep.
You
And it
couldn't
was
just
all
you
locked
couldn't
down.
just write an assembly program on your 99.4. I had one. Trust me, I tried every hack in the book they had back then, and you just couldn't do it.
Whereas the
Not-
Apple,
Yeah.
yeah, whereas the Apple, was all off the shelf logic with the first Apple IIs and many documents on how to do the various stuff. And Commodore, of course, the Commodore 64 had a complete manual that's this thick that explains how everything works in there. And there was tons of games for both of those. So anyway, that's all the news we have. I will fix those broken links in the first part and probably clean up some of these others, maybe, and post this stuff up with a replacement here sometime this weekend. And sorry we kind of blazed through all this, but I'm not nearly as verbose presenter as Curtis is, but I try.
Also, I have a little update about the game that we chose for this week. So Sloopy has run into a small problem with it. When you get to level 6, it kind of crashes.
Oh, don't worry. Most of us won't go to level 6.
Yeah, that's kind of was my thought too. But
And the goal is to get the highest score before it crashes, right?
one of the things may be that this, I think, was originally a cassette game, so it could be Disk Basic that's crashing it. So
Right.
it might be that you have to run it from cassette without Disk Basic.
Isn't there a little loader to do that? We'll load it and then switch out Disk Basic and
Yeah. What is it called?
what's
Yeah,
that called?
that's what we need Curtis for.
Yeah, he knows that stuff. Rommel or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rommel.
Yeah, Rommel. Yeah. Oh, I forgot, MarcB. We do have the upcoming conventions that should probably be listed here. So.
Oh yeah, the upcomings.
I am currently running it in the from the cast file to check if it crashes in that with no disk basic loaded.
It does crash, or you're just checking it?
You just
I'm
started.
just checking it. I'm checking
okay.
it only on level 1 right now. I just finished level 0.
Would you get a little further, please?
I'll try, but it doesn't actually crash. Well, it doesn't actually crash. It's the maze is corrupt. So.
Okay, well, you got a few more minutes here because forgot to mention the upcoming convention, trade shows, and other things of interest to people. By the way, on the upcoming conventions, trade shows, and all that sort of stuff, if you have one that's on our list and it seems relevant, please forward it to us. We have a channel on the Color Computer Discord that is for news suggestions. Stick it in there or send an email to one of us. You can go to the CoCoNation.com and there's a link where you can post all of the main people there as well, so we can get your event on the list. So, MarcB, are you back, or are you just being quiet?
I'm here.
Okay, we're going to run through the upcoming convention, trade shows, and other stuff, and that's about all I have. So
I've got the title on there. Am I supposed to be showing Rick?
Good question.
Yeah, I'll walk through the
links. Okay,
pages.
Cool. Okay, so the first one coming right up here in I think it's next week actually. Sorry, next week. BCF Midwest, the largest retro show in North America, I believe, is September 13th, 14th at the Schaumburg Convention Center in Schaumburg, Illinois. This year is the 20th anniversary of the show, and there's lots of collaboration between CoCo Fest and BCF Midwest, so expect a large number of CoCo and Glenside people at the show. Still free admission, and hotel booking is open. They may have rooms, may not. Anyway, this is the link, and
hotel booking is closed because it's full.
It is closed. It is full.
It's
I kind
full.
of thought that would be at this time, but
Good thing
Okay.
I'm not staying there because I couldn't.
So
Couldn't
now
get
it's an
room.
RV in a parking lot.
Yep. Sleep in
or
your
a tent.
car.
Now I'm in a
Okay.
hotel across the street. Unfortunately, the street is I-90.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a hike. Also, the same weekend, Retro World Expo will be held September 12th through 14th at the
Live
Connecticut
Frogger.
Convention Center in Hartford, Connecticut. Tickets and vendor applications aren't quite ready. I'm sure they're ready by now. This is a gaming-oriented retro show, including tournaments. Will also include things like wrestling. Anyway, Henry the Break Key, are you going to be able to swing by this event?
No, that's also that's the same weekend as VCF
that's
West or
You're on
Midwest,
Yeah.
and I'm not be able to go to that because work.
So strike
Life.
one, strike two.
Work. Jeez.
Okay. But we're going to mention it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up, due to the list, ThunderCon, a Comic Con at the Canadian Lakehead Exhibition Grounds in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Where is that? It's not near Toronto.
That's
no, it's
right
not.
near me.
It's right near you. September
Because I'm
20th
going to
and
be there.
21st. Ken Waters, Canadian
Yes.
Retro Things, will be hosting his Tandy display, along with the Thunder Bay Retro Computer Club on second day, Sunday, September 21st. If you're in the area, pop by. So what
Will
is
you
the
Will
Thunder
Ken
Bay
be
Retro
streaming
Computer
live
Club like?
for us?
It's
it's
just
Sunday.
I mean, Thunder Bay is a small city of about, I don't know, what is it, about 80 or 90,000 people. So it's a small club of it's a lot of Commodore computers out here. That's why they
Just
have
like
me
most of
coming in
Canada.
with my Tandies.
I thought it was all Tandy country out there.
There's not a lot of Tandies around here.
So it's a small city, but big lake.
Yeah, it's
And lots of
right
Commodores.
on Lake Superior. It's on the north end of Lake Superior. So
As I recall, you're close to the top end of Minnesota, right?
yep. So it's about 2.5 hours from where I am. So I just drive in the morning and
Right. Just a short trip. Canadian style.
basically, if any of you have ever seen the channel 8-Bit Show and Tell,
Yeah.
that's Robin. He runs the Thunder Bay Retro Computer Club.
Oh,
So
interesting.
How many people do they have that show up usually for the Retro Bay?
I'm not sure. I've actually never been to any of their meetings because they usually don't do much over the summer. So
Right.
last year I think there was about 10 of us at the thing. I think there's only gonna be 6 of us this year for the display. So
It's cool to have an event because you can get together with people that have a common interest, similar interest, and hang out.
and
and
it's a
talk.
Comic-Con, so there's all kinds of other really cool stuff.
Yes, very much so.
Like last year we were beside a fully animatronic Dalek that wandered around and scared kids.
Believe it or not, there's no R in Dalek.
What's a Dalek?
It's a Dalek.
Dalek.
It's a Dalek.
It's the Canadian
Dalek?
version. It's the metric
Oh.
version.
Here in America, it's a Dalek.
Yeah, but it's the metric version because it's originally British. So
Oh, the dollar, because you got to put the R after the A. I got you.
Yeah, and in the UK, it's a Dalek.
Yeah, but there's no R there.
And in
There's-
Canada,
it's
coffee
literally-
we say coffee.
Yeah.
Well, like there's no R in pizza.
Oh well, whatever.
Anyway, so no, it's a fun time.
It's a
Oh,
Dalek.
It's a
60s
small
like-
city Comic-Con, so there's a few celebrities there that doing the signing and stuff, but it's mostly just a really fun trade show.
Trade show?
Yeah,
it's more like-
there's always people there selling comics and albums and
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. So
It's a
Okay.
com. Yeah. We don't have a link for it, or I would have shown it. But
oh well, there is a link for it, but I guess Curtis didn't put it in the news.
he didn't put it in the news, and I don't have enough wherewithal to find it in last week's news.
I sent it to him. Well, it wasn't in last week's news.
I'll see if I can get it in there before I upload this again. Okay, moving along. Coming up towards the end of the month is Tandy Assembly 2025. It is September 26th to the 28th at the Courtyard by Marriott Springfield downtown in Springfield, Ohio. If you attended CoCo Fest this year, bring your badge to Tandy Assembly and you will get in free. Also, Peter Satinsky issued an update on May 13th. All tables are officially sold out. Okay, let's see. Tandy Assembly. And there are some exhibitors, I guess. Nope. No. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. There might be an exhibitor link somewhere. If you can't find it, that's okay.
Okay.
Portland
What the heck
Retro
is going
Gaming
on
Expo.
here?
Oh, fine. Is there a link at the top for exhibitors?
Technical malfunction. I can't get anything to work right now. Hang on.
Okay.
Please wait.
I blame Windows.
Me too. Support ends in a month, so. Okay, well, I'll just go to here because
They're going to introduce a lot of failures to encourage people to upgrade.
I'm sure they will.
Okay, so you skipped over the Portland Gaming Expo one. That's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's coming up October 17th and 19th at the Oregon Convention Center near me, hour and a half away in Portland, Oregon. This one here is Retro SC, a general retro show in Brazil with lots of CoCo and CoCo clones present, like the CP400. It is November 15th, 2025, and it is in Florianópolis, SC, Brazil. I think it's the state. Anyway, native Spanish site. It's actually Portuguese is the one you see there. And you can use Google Translate if you want to find out the English version. It looks like 69 days, counting down. So up next, Canada's first official VCF in Montreal. It'll be held at the Royal Military College outside of Montreal. And give us the name, Frederick.
Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu.
Thank you very much.
It's easy for you to say.
Yes.
Right?
We will have to get that down and I'll memorize it for next year.
Hey, Jean Richelieu.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
But
That's what I'm gonna
almost
get.
like 90% close.
Saint-Jean de Richelieu?
Richelieu.
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 Yes.
Need the E in there.
Yes.
Like British people can pronounce every letter in the word watch. W-H-E-C-H.
So what does that mean in English, by the way?
Saint John.
St. John, right?
On the, if you will, on the Richelieu is the name of the river.
Ah, okay. St. John on the
Richelieu
river.
is like a historical person in France back in
Who we are and what
back
we
in the
are.
day.
Crusades.
No, I think after that, I believe.
After that, okay.
My
Excellent.
history's poor. I have to look it up.
And only partially related to what's going on with you. Yes. It's like people in the United States knowing about British history. Yeah, it's kind of relevant, but not directly in most cases. Okay, anyway, this is going to be an official VCF, and it'll be cool, except it's in January. It'll be cold, but if you can, try to show up. Okay, and the big event we look for every year is going to be the next CoCo Fest, which is officially going to be the 24th and 25th of April, 2026. It looks like we only have 229 days and 17 hours to go.
Right. And I think the room code is correct now. So
hopefully. Okay.
There you go.
Also, one other event the same weekend as CoCo Fest is the Latin America VCF, which is another VCF that takes place the same weekend, April 24th, 26th in Bahia Blanca, Argentina. And there is a web page for that. And this will be in Spanish, of course, because it's Argentina. And of course, it's going to be getting into late fall at this point. Yeah. Middle fall, just like it's middle spring for us in Chicago. Anyway, these are all the events we have on our calendar. If you have any you'd like to submit wherever, like maybe in Australia or somewhere else, please get them to us so we can announce them. Always good to put this stuff out there. Anyway, that's all I have. If anybody else has anything, please drop us a line. David Lord says, I heard the English don't celebrate Independence Day. Yeah, I think it's called Traitorous Colonist Day, if I remember.
Right. Okay, would everyone like to see if the cassette version of Paco Man locks up?
Give it a whirl.
All right, let's share our screen here.
Back to you.
There.
That would sound like it's a yes.
There. I don't know. I'm about to start it.
Oh, okay.
Everybody watching?
Yep. Watching.
Yep. Good luck.
And it's not good.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to choose a different game then.
Yeah, this is the cassette. This is the the cassette version with no disc extended basic.
Well, I guess we could do our first programming challenge and try to debug the game.
Fix the game.
September,
Highest score before it crashes.
Yeah, we could do that.
What?
There's probably some
Hang
farming
on,
somewhere.
I wish I'd taken a screen pic of my 30,000.
That
Yeah,
is
we all do.
that's
Well, it's like
that's a
did get-
directory.
to get 14,000.
Part of it, yeah.
I was just going through the levels, and only if ghosts were already in front of me did I actually eat them. I didn't actually go for them, but when I got, it was like 29,000. I was actively getting the ghosts. So
That's memory corruption.
So how did the directory listing get into a cassette file? That's
that
the
looks
question.
like a deck B issue.
but there is no deck B on this machine, and that
There must have been on the guys that.
Yeah, it must have been on whoever copied the game.
Cracked it.
It must have been in theirs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or it's a pointer that's bad.
I
Yeah,
mean,
garbage left in memory. I know you could search. You could probably pull the file, load it into a hex editor, and just scroll through and look.
That looks exactly like what you'd see on the disk track itself, on the directory track.
Yeah,
it's got the
Like it
directory
just
data in it.
crashed right into the directory track.
Correct.
So
someone must have converted a disc copy over to cassette.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And messed it up.
The disc copy does the same thing.
Right, because the guy that copied it sticks it up.
So the cassette version is not the original cassette version. The cassette version is the disc version.
Put on a cassette wrongly and
Yep.
messed up. Yeah.
It's the inception of CoCo programs.
There you go. We're trying to
It
backport
done
things.
blew up.
Kind of like the show.
Curtis, Sloopy, how come you didn't test this game before I chose it?
Because you didn't tell me to.
The QA department was not involved.
Hey, I'm so far down on the totem pole in the game on High Council. I'm underground, so
He was
Unless
taking a
someone
nap when
tells
he was
me.
supposed to be checking it.
So Ken, what do you want to do? Dial up
I
another
am
game?
I'm changing the game to a different one. Just give me like 2 seconds here to.
Cool.
Pull up
We got
another
something-
broken game.
Yeah, we got something like a 30-second
Yeah,
Jeopardy thing.
yeah.
David Lord did say this is the first game on where everyone is tied.
Right.
By the way, there's no R in asparagus either. There is actually, but there isn't.
Okay. And where did oops, there. You guys disappeared on me for a second.
Oops.
Our new game for the next 2 weeks. I'm not going to make anybody try and guess this because I'm just going to show you the title screen. Packet Man.
Are we eating TCP IP packets?
Yep.
Exactly.
Or token ring in this case.
Yeah, TCP IP I don't think existed in 1981, did it?
It might have been like it in its infancy, I think.
I'm just trading it one Pac-Man game for another one that's a little less
Colorful?
yeah, colorful and
Oh no, that's got to be plenty colorful. That's B mode 4.
Yeah.
Also, this one has no it's got no power pellets, so you can't eat the ghosts. So it's basically just eat as many dots as you can, get as far as you can. And it's also got dead ends that you can get trapped in, so.
There could be some really low scores.
And happy
Especially-
ghosts.
Especially since it's 1 point per dot.
Oh, jeez. It's gonna be like an old pinball game. I got 819.
It's called Packet Man.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have to see if there's any problems with this?
If there is, that's we're gonna play it until it crashes and see how many points you can get.
Okay.
Bonus points for doing farming, which there probably is some.
And if anybody wants to see it, well, I guess if anybody's actually got a copy of Paco Man that is uncorrupted, that would be really nice to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with scores from this one, if you had the other game, you could sure just you'll win.
Okay. Well, are we about done for today then?
I think we are.
Oh man.
Unless somebody else has something to throw in there.
Darn garnet.
Don't.
Doesn't require Wireshark.
You have to go outside. It's still daylight. There's going to be people out there. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm stuck here for a while. This cat decided to come crawl on my lap without permission.
Oh, now you're yeah, you're there.
I'm stuck.
It's
Find
the
a
best
good
time
video.
to write a novel.
Let's see. Where my outro? There's an outro.
This concludes another episode of the CoCoNation, the world's leading live interactive talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer. For all things the CoCoNation, visit us on the web at thecoconation.com. We'd love to hear from you. Send feedback, suggestions, even segments via email to show@thecoconation.com. The CoCoNation show would not exist without the community and its cast and crew. The CoCoNation theme song copyright 2022 D. Bruce Moore. Mixed, mastered, and produced by D. Bruce Moore. The CoCoNation is over. Join us on the CoCo Discord server.
CoCo forever.
Oh.
Okay, we're back.
Missed that. Let me see here.
Spelled it wrong. Could you spell it for me here?
Oh, why is my internet acting up? There we go.
Uh-oh.
All right, Kat, you're gonna have to get.
Oh, yeah, because it
Hey.
spells it with two words on the archive. So it's
Ken.
packet space man.
Ken.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've made this cat very mad.
Uh-oh.
Does this one not work either?
Sweet.
Oh no.
Again.
Ken did it. Sloopy did it crash.
No, it wouldn't. Let me try it one more
American
time.
Business Computers. I've heard of them. Okay, yeah. Packet Space Man.
Oh,
I was
there.
playing it this morning and it worked.
No, that's Paco Man. I want hard reset. Load. All right. Packet Man.
See, this is how my Saturday mornings usually go, trying to choose the game like 2 minutes before the
Load
show
in.
starts.
Yep.
Right.
All right.
It wasn't for the last minute. Nothing would ever get done.
All right. Now it loaded.
Okay.
All right. Now let's see if it does it have joystick controls?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
3 ghosts, no power pellets, no bonus fruit. Player can stop in the middle of a corridor, no intermissions.
The controls on this are,
A little janky.
let me put it this way, you're not going to be a popular man this week.
They're not that bad.
Good thing it's
And
in an
also,
unknown
let's
location.
not forget that this was from September 1981, and this was the very first game that was advertised in Micro magazine for September 1981. 80s Micro magazine. So it's an old original game. Designed, actually, I believe this one will run on a 4K.
Not in P mode 4, it won't.
Okay. Maybe not then.
Yeah, this is
Just stop with the. You try choosing some games then
I did.
that are not that game that you like.
Pack 3D. What the hell? Uh-oh. Is that going to be a problem?
What? We can't. Nobody can see what you're doing, Sloopy.
But we're all concerned.
I will tell you in a minute if there's an issue. Long story short, where the ghost's pen is,
Yeah.
there's dots inside there.
Yeah.
Do you need to eat them to
Yes.
Level.
finish it?
Yep.
You got to trick the ghosts out and then run into their pen and eat the dots.
Yep.
Damn it.
We did have a suggestion from David Lord to just go with Neutroid.
All right. Well, I guess in the immortal words of Miracle Max, let's just have fun storming the castle.
The castle.
Yeah, you can't go in there.
Okay. Well, are we ready to put a fork in this one?
Yes, let's put a fork in this one. I am so freaking cold right now. I just need to go warm up.
All right.
Where
Till
are you gonna
next
go warm up?
week.
Outside?
I'm gonna go sit in my car and turn the heater on.
Yep. Exactly.
All right.